Okay, I'm live. All right, I'm here. I'm sorry I'm running late. I apologize. You say I apologize. I am sorry. You say I am sorry. Shit. I was meant to be live an hour ago. Finally, listen. I listen. My tea's going shit. You say I just made a new cup. You should make a cup of tea. You should. You definitely should make a cup of tea if you can. It's all good. No worries. No worries. I've got a cup. Sorry. It's all good. Sorry. Yeah. What's up? Hey, what's up, Cat? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. Hello, Jam. How you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Same with Ree. Same with Axel. How you all doing, peeps? How you all doing? Who is this man on my screen? Who is this man? Who is this man? By the way, I hope y'all don't mind it. I've kind of been wearing a lot of black recently. If anybody's wearing, I said this to Ree. This might seem like such a weird thing to complain about. Like, I don't know if anybody really ever thinks about this. Is like, if you are a streamer or if you're not a streamer, if you just watch people. But like, choosing outfits is a weird thing, right? Like, you know, like even I know that people talk about like the whole choosing outfits when it comes to like going to school. I know in like America a lot. We talked about this a little while ago because obviously in the UK we have like school uniforms, right? So we never have to choose our outfits. But a lot of you guys are in the US. We're like, oh yeah, it was like such a pain, you know, every day for school and to choose your outfit and make sure like you know you get your thing. Like I know. Oh, fucking hell! Holy shit! You know what I'm saying? Holy shit! I did not think it was that loud. I did not think it was that loud. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck was that? A train, my dear. A train. Remove that. That was going to be a channel points thing. I'm so glad I did not make that a channel points thing. Holy shit. That was loud, man. That was loud. That right there, that was pipes. Metal pipes. Everybody kept telling me about metal pipes to add metal pipes, so I added metal pipes. That may have been a terrible mistake. That was a terrible mistake. So yeah, I added a few new sound alerts. Well, not really a few. I think I added like, was it one or two? I think I may have actually only added the one. Let me see. Jump scare indeed. I'm saying, imagine not coming to see your friend, aka your husband, in hospital yesterday. Cheers, Joe. You weren't in hospital all day, or I would have came to see you. You say I did. I went up there. I went, hey, is Dylan here? They went, Dylan who? And I went, oh. That's right, I never got his second name. I went, oh! Thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks. That's cool. No, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Hey, man. Yeah, just, you know, yeah, it's all good, man. You know, you just want me to shit myself live? Is that what it is? Is that what you have? Is that what you want? Because that's what you're going to get if you keep it this. You know what I'm saying? Fucking metal pipes and fucking, you know, things, gunshots, you know. My girlfriend Jocelyn is laughing at you right now. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks. Very nice. Let me see. I hate it here. Same. You're saying pipe bomb 1.21.8. What version is it? 1.20 on. I think the latest version is 1.21.8, but we're on 1.21.7. I'm pretty sure the server. So yeah, as far as I'm aware. Let me see what happened. It was a jump scare noise. There's a new one, metal pipe, that I've added. I am trying to replace a couple of them. I will say, I did replace the man breathing. You know, like the one where it was like a guy, like, going... I can't do that. I'm sorry. But like that one, you know what I'm talking about. I replaced that one because I didn't like it. There's a few that I'm like, I don't really like them. Like I don't mind for the memes and stuff, but some of them I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan. So I'm trying to replace them with something worse. I think the metal pipe one isn't as bad. It's not as long as like a sound alert, but also as well, it's not as bad. At least in my opinion. Perhaps that's like a jaded opinion, but like that's my thoughts. Way you put your hands up, LB. Jam, I'm preparing myself for whenever I'm getting like shot at. Just please, not me, you know, like just like that, you know. It's louder. It is louder. Yeah, it is a bit louder. I can't lie. Stop sniffing your mic, Side. You do not tell me what to do, Side. This is my microphone. This microphone right here. I can sniff this microphone if I want. Oh, oh no, I need to take that off, man. There's like so y'all don't understand. Oh, thank you. This thing, you know why I keep this on is because like I put this on because it looks like a dick. It's so phallic. You were saying, like, it's such a phallic shaped object. It's a microphone, right? But like the pop filler, it helps as well with noise and like words where like you're spitting. You know what I mean? But like it's all covered in cat hair and it's not terrible. It's like it just need to get it clean. I might get my other one from well, I need to get it. That's actually my dad's girlfriend's. So much stuff I need to get. I need to get my pop filter from there. It's one that goes over the front. It's kind of like a little mesh screen. It's really nice. It looks great actually. I might get that. But I'm also like, It's fine. All right. So anyway, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the halo. I'm gonna have to wait. You've interrupted my speech. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm gonna find whoever done this, whoever's playing this right now. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna beat you with a stick. Thanks for that. Honestly, I was crying all day because you never came. Dylan, I did. I went there and I was like, hey, is Dylan here? They went, who? I went, Dylan. They went, who? I went, Dylan. And they're like, oh, him. Yeah, like this guy John came in and, you know, signed him out. I went, oh, wait, what? John who? He went, we never got a second name. He just came with Corner and John and Corner. I was like, wow, you know, each to their own. You know what I mean? Each to their own in that regard, you know? Clip that. Clip that. Goodness. Oh my god, he won't act. So Joe should lower it then. And the thing is if I lower them, it sucks because, like, for one, it doesn't jump me as much. Like, I actually today fixed all the sounds because a few of them I did lower, like the gunshot one and stuff, and it wasn't like it was not loud before, but it was just, it wasn't as loud, and because of that, it wasn't making me jump as well as it used to, which I know someone's be like, well, is that not a good thing? It's like, yeah, but like, listen, if somebody is going to pay bits to make me jump, like, they deserve to see me jump. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my philosophy with it, you know? Oh, so you made a lot of them louder. Exactly, babe. See, she's always on the money. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You must say, well done, babe. Well done. Yes, exactly. 100,000%. I made them a lot louder. So I hate you. I hate you. She's like, no, this is not good. This is not good. Jam, there's a very important thing I want to bring to your attention. I didn't have to do DMs because it's like, it is kind of important in general, right? I don't know if you're aware of this, but I just want to let you know right here, right now. Bit of a heads up in general. Well, let me see. Yeah, I got you. His mom's just came in and passed me a note that says, can you please try to be a little bit quieter? Sorry, it's the headphones, that's what it is, and jump scares. Apologies, being a little bit louder. Yeah, that's what she came with, a little note. She came with a little note, and I'm like, what is she doing? She was walking towards me with it, like checking it's the right way around, and I'm like, what is she doing? Like, what are you doing? And she walked towards me and like, it's like that. I'm like, all right, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna have to chill. Even your mom's backing me up right now. She is. I'll give that. I signed to put the sound alerts down so you don't scream as much. That would be a good idea. It truly would be. IP is catmanjoe.com. It sounds like a website. I promise it isn't. My nudes aren't hosted up there. It's just a Minecraft server. It's signed to put. Yeah, sorry about already. Yeah, even your mom's backing me up. Let me see. Let me see. But yeah, Jam. What I was going to cancel your train. Wait, don't you dare. I won't. Don't you dare say that, woman. Don't say that. Don't even make a meme of that. How dare you? You can't make me cancel the train. That'd be wrong. No, you must say. But no, yeah, so Jam, I don't have to mention this right now, but you brought a shulker from the end to the overworld, right? A shulker, like the actual mob. And I found it, and I was going to say, do you want to move it soon? I did, yes. I don't know if you forgot about it. Don't know where you left it. I kind of relocked it back up because, like, you know, keeping it safe and stuff. Near spot. Yeah. I saw it, and I was like, how does somebody do this? I've never seen this before in my life on Minecraft. Someone bring a mob like that out. Fair play, you know what I mean? But fair enough. Who you calling babe? Cheating as per usual. Dylan, you can't say cheating as per usual. Let me see, take him. Nah, Dylan, tell her. Dylan, tell her. Come on now. One's an ex-con. They're freaking paying transport. There was 3. One died. One's an ex-con. Damn, man. I'm like, dude, I was, honestly, man, when I seen it, I was massively impressed. Like, oh, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, dude, like, you can't do that, man. I thought it was my mom knocking on the door. I'm like, is she telling me to shut up? Is that her telling me to shut up? But it's like, no, it's not. Happily, oh gosh, Dylan, thank you. Yeah, see, Dylan knows my value. I appreciate that, Dylan. You know my value. You know, I had to move around to 10k blocks, and I died, so I got to do that again. Oh gosh, and it died, so I got to do it again. Damn, bro. Damn, man. I saw it, and I never seen somebody bring like a shulker box to the overworld, like a shulker, you know, like mob to the overworld. Does that technically mean? I mean, I know this might be like, oh, it's a silly question, but like, I'm genuinely intrigued. Could you by rights make a shulker box farm in the overworld? That one is getting removed, by the way, next. Whatever I can find to replace that, I will be removing that, I promise you. Like, I straight up promise you. That one is getting removed yet. Turn them up. I didn't turn them up. That one wasn't turned up, I don't believe. I didn't turn that one up. Joe, stop spilling my secret ideas. Ah, I see. Valid, Jam. Valid. Jam, what do you think about the wall around Woodbury, by the way? You alright with it? What do you think? Do you think it looks good? Turn them down, please. I swear to God. Oh, gosh. I swear to God. Okay, I'm gonna open the server, then mute stream. Oh, babe. Listen, it's sly, because, like, I know that a lot of you are like, Joe, it's a bit too loud. I am aware of that. Like, I'm not trying. I don't want it to be that loud. Like, I genuinely don't. But it's just that I can't adjust it for you without adjusting it for me. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the situation I have to face, you know, in that regard. Thank you for the roar. I think it's good. You think it's good? Oh, thanks, man. But yeah, no, dude, I'm glad to hear. I do like it, a little wall. I want to try and get your help if possible with, like, you know, maybe trying to, like, plan out some areas for buildings, or, like, moving some stuff in Woodbury, like, building wise, and just trying to make it look better and seem better. I'm in a bit of a weird position though, because I haven't really mentioned this on stream, actually. I mentioned this for a bit. The wall here, you know, is fine and dandy. It goes from here all the way down, you know, right here, turns, comes around here, gonna come around here, and then it's gonna have a tower, or the two towers here and stuff. That's fine. Everybody's like, right, Joe, that makes sense. What's the problem? I might put a tower here, actually, because that feels like appropriate. It feels like they don't have to be in the middle, but like that feels like a tower there would make sense. But then again, if it starts to turn, it's whatever. Anyway, my point there, sorry, I'm kind of rambling. The wall is going to go around here, but it's like, well, where does it go from here? Do we just have it go this way and, like, have another gate here for Dinery's place, or do we how do we do this? You know what I mean? It's kind of it's a weird predicament. I do want to turn all of this into Woodbury, which I said this before, and that means I'm gonna have to terraform a lot of this, make the wall kind of go back here all the way across and then down here. I'm gonna, like, clean up islands like this and change it all and whatnot, and just kind of, like, restructure the whole place. But yeah, have me at the start of the bridge. I guess I could, like, the wall could go to there. It just might look a little bit funny and a little bit weird. You know what I mean? I'm gonna destroy Bellboy's building as well. Not destroy per se. I'm gonna move it. I'm moving it from there to here, kind of near spawn, where, like, all the relocated houses are and buildings are. Just because I don't really feel like it fits in Woodbury. It's just a big kind of block that, like, just doesn't really vibe. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah. The scream scared my girlfriend. I'm sorry. My apologies, Joe. I have to tell you something. Is that what you're gonna tell me? Just redeem raw. Joe, I can barely hear you, and there's still full volume in the room. Joe, you can have one that only stream can hear, and one that only you can hear. I actually, I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying that as if, like, that's a thing. I don't believe it is. You can have one that only stream can hear, one that you... I don't believe I can. I don't believe that's a thing. I don't know where you've heard that from. I don't believe it's a thing. I like, if it is, like, hell yeah, like, you know what I mean? But, like, as well, if the stream can't hear the noise and someone's, like, paying to do that, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's kind of like, why would they? You know what I mean? I was able to do it on OBS. Well, I'm on Meld at the minute, so it does kind of give me some restrictions. But on OBS, I've never heard of that before. I'm very familiar, very accustomed to OBS, but never heard of the ability to be able to do that. If there is, I mean, that's great. I definitely would look into it, consider it, whatever. But, like, I don't even use OBS. Free Bellboy. What do you mean by free? I'm like, what do you mean? Even on Meld, you should have the applications to do the application audio. I've got, well, no, so it's not an application, Blue. That's the thing. It's literally like a web browser thing. So I've just got the browser link pasted in, and it's like same with the alerts and stuff. They're all just like browser links essentially. You know what I mean? So I can't really do too much in terms of modifications with them. I even before the stream, I was looking into, like, can I make it so that it can, you know, like, change. So whenever someone's playing a donation, like the text, the speech thing will overpower the music, and the music will turn down. We had that in OBS. That was a feature in OBS. It was fantastic. But Meld doesn't have that yet, unfortunately. It doesn't have those filters, which is a bit of a bummer. Like, it is a bit of like oh man, that kind of sucks a little bit. You know what I mean? Because that would be... like, that would be great, you know, but just it hasn't got there. They haven't got that yet, which, you know, that's fine. It is what it is. But, like, it definitely would be a nice addition, you know. Let's see, where would another tower fit in right here? I'm thinking I don't want to put them too, like, I don't want to have them too often, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the thing. We've got one here, and I feel like that should already be budged up to, like, there. I might have to, like, use a map as, like, a frame of reference for these towers. But I might put another one, like, roughly where I'm at right now, because I feel like this would be good. So yeah, let me go get some cobblestone and kind of plan this out. But yeah, it's like, it is a bummer, I said, because like guys, I understand for a lot of you it's like, dude, it's way too loud, Joe. Like, we, you know, like, love the stream and all, but like it's a bit too loud, the jump scares. Like, I totally agree. Like, it's, you know, even for me, some of them I'm like, dude, that's way too loud, you know. But it is kind of a weird predicament, like I said, where like I can't really adjust them without adjusting it for me. Like I can't adjust them, sorry, for you without adjusting them for me, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's just kind of a bit of a bummer. You know, like I do understand the frustration from a few people. I really do, and I'm not trying to, like, as much as I laugh about it, I'm not trying to like undermine it by being like, oh, it's not valid. Like, no, like you are valid. It's way too loud at points. If it's too loud for me, it's too loud for me. But like if it's too loud for you, that's not really good. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. You know, in general, if they're only getting played a couple times a stream, it's not really, I'd imagine, a huge deal. You mean like, you know, 2-3 times, whatever. It's when they're getting played repetitively, it's like, oh gosh, like kind of concerned now. But yeah, it's a weird one, man. So it's a weird one to work with. If anybody has any thoughts, feelings, opinions, let me know. Like I'd love to, you know, find some sort of workaround. I'd love to figure it out 100%. But like I said, it is catch 22. Like I even like I said today, I had to essentially turn up the sound alerts because like a couple of them, like the bang one, they were still loud, but they weren't loud enough to the point where they're making me jump. And that's not because of mine. I don't have them turned up. I have them turned up. It's just that I can't really do anything, you know? Just end it. Well, end the sound alerts. Is that what you're saying? Just end. Get rid of the sound alerts. Turn them off, Joe. Get rid of them. Bye-bye. Be gone with them, Joe. Be gone with them. Be done with them, you know? Go to your map, Joe. Go to your map. Yeah, what about it, man? Or can you go to your map? Yeah? What am I looking for side? It just clarify, it's not like a normal map where it shows like players, you know what I mean? Like where they're at. It shows players if they're nearby, but otherwise it doesn't really show, you know what I mean? Bit of a pain in that regard, but yeah. Can be a problem if they don't exist. Can you see my area? Whereabouts your area sites? I think Ree said your area is like a little island. Is it not nearby? Is it this place here? Is it this place? I know it was like it is like an island, so, or is it this place? Because this is great. I'm pretty sure that's where Jam was going to maybe build a hexagon at one point. I think I'd suggested, but it was off the map. But like, it was cool. I'm not going to lie, this spruce area, as much as it's like snow biome and a lot of people turn their nose up at snow biome, I still think it looks quite great, a lot of this area. Do you see the wood? I can see this. Is that you, Sides? Yeah, the spruce area is very nice. It is. It's really, really, really pretty, to be honest. It really is. It's like, I think once we eventually, at some point in the, you know, foreseeable future, fill in the legacy map, you know, and we've done that. I think that'll be like you know, players will be like branching off here and maybe here and stuff. I don't like this. This is a lot of snow, an awful lot of snow. Like personally, I'm not a big fan of that. Up here, you know, it's kind of woodland, whatever. That's fine. But like, yeah, I hate this much. But like, it's cool, you know. Side only wood he sees is Dylan's. That's blue. Listen, man, blue. Listen, that isn't true, right? That isn't true. You don't need to get jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro. I understand. You know what I'm saying, man? I understand, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if you feel threatened by Dylan and Dylan's presence, bro. But you can't be saying things like that, Blue. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. It's outrageous, dude. It's outrageous. Let me go here like this. Right. One like that. We're good like this. Blue, yes. Let me see. Spruce, yeah. Side. I was read that one almost twice, actually. God damn. Well, peeps, so what's everybody been up to today, guys? I'd love to know. For me, personally, I'll begin the conversation by saying what I've been up to. Thanks for the follow. Is it Super Undertale? Or it's Super Undeniable, I think that's how you meant to say it. How you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. My name is Joe, Joseph, or Joey. Preferably Joe, but how you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. But yeah, today, guys, I had a pretty good day. Been up actually quite early. I woke up at, well, I'd say quite early. For some of you guys, you'd be like, Joe, that's not really early at all. For me, it's relatively early. Been up since about 10:30 in the morning my time, which, again, I know it's not like, oh, Joe, oh, my, it's amazing. Ooh, like, I'm aware. I'm aware, all right? I know it's not, like, insane, you know, whatever. All right, I get it, man. I get it. But yeah, so I've been up since relatively early in general. Hello, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How you doing, man? What are you up to, man? How you doing? I'm guessing you're a Minecraft player yourself. I'll go here like this. But yeah, so been up since about 10:30. Was getting to work on a video, then went out to the gym, done an hour and a half on the treadmill, which was just bananas. It technically was an hour and 40 minutes, including the cool down. I'm not gonna lie though, it was really, really, really not good for me. Like I had to come back home and like I ended up having about a 2-hour long nap. I woke up about 8:30, and then it was like, oh gosh, like how long have I slept? You know, one of those, you know, where like you go to sleep and you wake up and you can't remember, like you, obviously for some people it's easy enough, but like for me, I was kind of like, is this the next day? Like I knew it wouldn't have been, but I was like, dude, like it feels like I've slept a long time. But I was just knackered. I had a really, really, really bad headache. I was feeling honestly sick and ill. I think it was mainly because I've been like heavily fasting, like trying to like fully do proper fasting quite a bit. Because like even as of like the past like week since I came back from Rees, I've been doing the gym. I've been at the gym. I've been getting back into weightlifting, which finally now I'm getting a bit looser. I'm getting a little bit less stiff. Like I can actually like bend my knees without my legs going. Like it's not as bad, thankfully, which is which is pretty damn good. I can't lie. So I'm feeling a little bit more recovered. I'm going to probably take another couple of days before I can start lifting anymore again. So it's a bit of a bummer, but like I'm good. I'm happy that I even got back into lifting, and I feel like I'd really woke myself up a bit, which was good. But yeah, so my point there where I was going is I've not really been doing fasting as much or as well as I really had hoped I would be, unfortunately. Like I've still been having like the odd extra little like nibble or whatever it's been, and that's not terrible, but it's not ideal. So yesterday I just had like a single like chicken bake thing and like half a packet of crisps that were there, and that was still not the best thing to eat. It wasn't very nutritious, but I had that. I didn't eat anything else all day because I was like, no, like I need to essentially like punish myself a bit. Like if I'm just gonna be eating junk, like whatever, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I just didn't eat anything for the rest of the day. Then today I woke up starving, hungry as hell. And I ended up just going to the gym doing the cardio, and again it was good. Like I enjoyed the cardio. It was a nice session, but it kind of just wore me out so bad. Like straight up, it was like, oh man, I feel awful. You know what I mean? Like it was just, yeah, running on empty was essentially what was happening, and it was just an awful feeling. Like again, if you've been there, if you've done it, you know what I mean. It's not pleasant to be like working out or doing stuff on an empty stomach. Like sometimes it's like if you're not too bad, it's all right. If you've eaten some stuff, you're all right. But otherwise, it's just you can end up be like feeling really sickly and really weird and really awful, and it's just. Yeah, man, it's really not pleasant, and today it wasn't. I done the gym though, done well with that, which I was happy about. But I got home and I was kind of like, I need to for one eat, and then I need to rest, and that's what I'm doing. Made some pasta, had that, and then rested. But like I know I'm hopefully getting hopefully going to be adjusting to the lack of food a little bit more or a little bit better soon. But yeah. Let me see. I don't suppose anyone knows how to make an oval in World Edit. Would just doing cylinders like an oval? Oh gosh, I don't know, man. Yeah, man, I'm so jealous of how you jiggles. Wait, how you jiggles your man boobs? How you jiggles? Blue, you say man boobs, Blue, but we already spoke about this the other night, bro. You've been measuring up your breasts with other men. You know what I'm saying, bro? And you've got apparently big breasts. Like, bro, I'm not saying they aren't pecs. I'm sure they are, but like, bro, I mean, Blue, like. You can't forget about what you said the other day, bro. You and your boys just measuring each other up. I see how it is, man. I see how it is, bro. Soon you'll be oiling each other up. I get it, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? No shame, bro. You do you, baby. You do you, bro. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Sounds like you want a peek, man. I didn't say that, dude. I didn't say that at all, man. I mean, if you want to send a photo, that's your choice. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's your choice, man. I mean, when it comes down to it, bro, it's up to you, man. You know? Let me see here. Right, woke up sweating. Not sure the day or time. Woke up sweat. Oh, dude, no, man. That's an awful feeling. Waking up sweating or waking up too hot is just awful. Like I love winter. I love sleeping with like windows open and stuff like that. But I love winter for just how cool and cold it is. I'm so glad that we're on the decline for summer. As much as that sounds kind of like, oh, like dude, like really, like summer is the best time of the year. Summer is great for going out and doing things. It is. It's lovely. But like it just, oh man, it can sometimes suck quite a bit when it's just so warm and too hot. And personally, I just don't really deal well with the heat. I much higher prefer, or rather prefer, the cold any day. I'd much rather be able to put on a big jacket and take it off if I get a little bit too hot than, go outside and not being able to, get cool even if I'm too hot, overheating. Was thinking the same. At least I have a girlfriend. Wait, what was this? Sorry, was thinking the same. What's this? Let me see, bro. Wait, woke up sweating. Oh, sorry, yeah, that would be 4 a.m. my time. My goodness, XD. That definitely not early enough at all. Totally 3 hours even earlier than that is when I get up to start my lovely work. Well, yeah, Kat, don't you have to drive really far and stuff like that, dude? Like, don't you you have to get up really early and drive quite a bit, man? Like, dude, to be fair, like that's like, you know what I mean? Like that's fair enough, bro. You know what I mean? It's a long drive and stuff to do. Fair enough. By the way, I just saying, a lot of you guys have been seeing me do Minecraft back to back lately. If anyone was wondering, like, Joe, like, you know, are you not going to be doing The Forest or 7 Days to Die or Factorio or anything anytime soon? The answer is totally I am. It's just a matter of like being in the zone to do it right now. In the minute, I've really, really, really just been enjoying Minecraft. Although I do know a lot of you are like, Joe, like, dude, like, you know, would love to see you play some other games, and I know a lot of you are big fans of me doing other games. So yeah, 100,000%. I hopefully maybe this weekend I'm going to try and start a brand new 7 Days to Die world, which would be a lot of fun. I don't know if we're going to do a brand new like random world or Navezgane, but we are going to do it with the new storm system turned off, and a couple other features Blue actually suggested them, which was kind of like 100%. I was like, yeah, no, I agree with that, man. So yeah, let me see here, because it's just the old progression one wasn't that fun. Well, hello, Blue Boy, B Boy, Blue Boy. You say like it's good to see you. It's good to see you, Sambi. Of course, my journey maps have corrupted. Oh no, man. Wait, what happens if it corrupts? Is it just like you've lost all your data or something, or like what's happened? Let me see here. Right, 1 second. Oh, but then I have a stupid lovely start. Wait, then I have a stupid lovely start. Our goddamn transport truck was late 3 hours, and I've been up since 1 a.m. It could get started till like 5, 7:30. Then at Walmart till 8:30 to 12. Oh, dude, Cat, that just sounds awful, man. Like I know it's, you know, it's your job, it is what it is, but like, dude, that just sounds like a long day, man. So I mean, is that you though? You just chilling now, man? When is your next day off? Is it Tuesday or not Tuesday, Saturday, right? I think. Loving the Minecraft streams at the moment. No, same. I mean, that's honestly, Sam, that's kind of the same here for me, dude. I've really just been enjoying the Minecraft streams. I've been enjoying just really playing Minecraft, to be honest. And I'm like, oh, I'm not really in a big rush to play anything else. Like, obviously, if I want to play something else, definitely will do. But, like, I also don't want to, like, burn myself out of Minecraft. But I'm actually just honestly really, really, really enjoying it, to be real with you. And I'm really glad to be, you know what I mean? Like, that's a great feeling, you know? It's nice when you're really able to just enjoy the game. Because there's been points where I've been so into Minecraft for so long that I've just kind of got burnt out with it. And I'm really glad at the moment that's not the case. You know what I mean? I'm really loving it and loving the work on the server that I'm doing. So yeah, it's good. I'm really, really, really happy with that. Let me see here, right? 1 second. Sounds like you want a peek, man. Moving so shameless before going rees. Wait, moving so shameless before going to rees. At least I have a girlfriend, Blue. Aside, who was talking to you? I was thinking the same. I was thinking the same. Wait, I did can White replied to Saeed, not Blue. Yeah, I was going to say the what? Forget 7 days for now, unless you do a new world with new storm and progression off. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's probably gonna be the only actual way. You know what I mean? Dude, that'd be not at the best and only way. I was working on a new video today, by the way. For anybody, it's like Joe, like, you know, like on a genuine note, like when's new content coming out? What's going on? Because a lot of you guys know, like, I'm not just a streamer. I love streaming. It's been a massive passion of mine for years now. I've been doing it about what 7 or 8 years since 2017. I like absolutely adore it and love getting to do it, and I love chatting to y'all. But, you know, first and foremost, it used to always be, you know, I made content and then, you know, streams came second. But it feels like as of lately, it's like all I do is stream. And a lot of people might be like, Joe, so have you just stopped making videos? The answer is kind of like yes and no. It's just more of a matter of time. I talked about this a lot in my member vlogs, and it may sound a little bit like stupid or a little bit silly or whatever. But I kind of had to make a little bit of a sacrifice in my life because of time. And the sacrifice was, you know, I wanted to start working out. I wanted to start losing weight. If you don't already know, you know, about a year ago now, I was basically like the heaviest I've ever been, or like the heaviest I've been in a long time. I was at 236 pounds, which is close to about 17 stone. For some context, that for me, I'm 5'9". That's well overweight. That's BMI. That's obese. That's overweight. Don't get me wrong. Like I feel like the word obese always to me always like I imagine someone who's like morbidly huge. You know. I wasn't like that at all. I had a, you know, belly, like a little bit of a belly. I, you know, like chest fat and stuff, love handles, whatever. But I didn't look terrible. Like you could see photos of me and you'd be like, well, I mean, look a little bit chubby, a little bit round the face, a little bit puffy, but like, you know, I didn't look bad per se, or at least terrible. I think I still looked okay, not to, you know, toot my own horn, but I wanted to start losing some weight. And since pretty much last year, actually, I've really been trying to commit myself to losing weight. However, it's, you know, it's a slow process, you know, and the thing is, it's kind of a lot of back and forward. You know, sometimes, you know, you'll be at it for a few weeks or a few months straight, you rebound, you start nibbling out again, you stop, you go back, and it's kind of a back and forth. But you know, for the past year, I've been basically trying to focus myself fully on losing weight, and thankfully I made progress. I mean, I'm now basically 200 pounds, which is great. So I've dropped from almost 17 stone to just a little over 14 stone, which is that's a huge drop. And at 200 pounds, like I look a lot better, I look a lot healthier, I feel a lot better, I look a lot healthier, I look great in clothes and stuff now. You know, I still am not fully happy with my physique and my look, but I look a lot healthier, and I am a lot healthier in general, without shadow of a doubt. However, there's still a long way to go. I want to cut down essentially the weight I've already lost again. down, and cut down from 14 stone to 12 stone, give or take. I want to get down to 170 pounds, 160 pounds, and just get myself into the best shape I've ever been in my entire life. But yeah, my point with this is, going to the gym, losing weight, doing this kind of stuff, doing what I do, it does require quite a bit of time, and that time does have to get taken from somewhere. And as of the past kind of couple of months, I've talked about this in my memory vlogs a lot, that time has been coming more from making content. And that's a bummer. It's a bummer for a lot of people. It's a bummer for me on a financial level because, my revenue does come from making content. I earn money from YouTube every month. I earn money from, streaming every month on Twitch. And, I get impacted, of course, from not making content. I think that's a no-brainer. I think every one of you, no doubt, could have guessed that or understand that. It's a bummer, though. It really is a bit of a bummer. But there had to be a sacrifice get made. And when it comes down to it, I'm glad I made it. I think that it's not selfish. I think it was worthwhile. And I think it was for the best because I need my health, in order to make content, in order to live, in order to do things. And it was really important to me and kind of detrimental that I redirected my focus a little bit. So anyway, with that being said, though, as of recently, as of like the past couple of days, I'm starting a little bit of a new schedule. And that new schedule is, instead of getting up in the mornings and, flinging on my gym stuff and going to the gym and then doing a, hour and a half, an hour in the gym, but by the time I get changed and going in, get changed, going out, an hour and a half. But I take it, I basically half an hour going there. Essentially, I spend about 3 hours commuting to the gym, going to the gym, etc., all that kind of stuff. That eats into my day, it eats into my limited time at my main office, which is where I meant to get the majority of my time focused on making content. A lot of that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a bummer, but like, again, that was that's what I wanted to do. That was my own decision, and I'm not against it. It was just that was the sacrifice that had to be made. But as of recently, as of the past couple of days, I've kind of switched out a little bit. Going forward, I'm just, for now at least, I'm trying something new, which is, it's more because, like, at this point I have a lot more willpower when it comes down to going to the gym. When I first started going, if anything got in my way, I'd cancel going to the gym, and that still occasionally can happen, but not as often, thankfully. But now I'm kind of at a point where, like, regardless of how I feel, I'll go to the gym. I enjoy the gym. I enjoy the session. I feel great going. I feel great pushing myself to go there, and I feel great coming out, especially after the workout. But my new kind of, routine is going to be going to the gym later on at night before streams. Today, that wasn't the case. I went to the gym earlier today just because of, situations, are happening at home. My mom had a friend up, and I work from, my mom's living room. So I didn't want to be in the way and stuff. I went, no, I'll go to the gym. And I was in there for a considerable amount of time. But usually here going forward, I'm going to be allowing myself to get up in the mornings, have a cup of tea, start my day nice and slow, and really just fully mainly work on content in the mornings, and work on that content from all the way throughout the morning, from 10 in the morning till essentially 10 at night, give or take, because I go live at 10 at night till 1-2 in the morning, and then I go to bed. And that's a great routine for me, because it means that my streaming is locked to a time scale before bed, and that's fine. But it means that if essentially I wasn't going to the gym, I could work from when I wake up to when I start streaming, which is 12 hours, which is enough time to make a bunch of content. I don't care what anybody says. But with the gym mixed in and commuting back and forth and doing other things, it means I have to start and stop a lot of projects and can't really lock myself fully in. But with this new routine, I'm going to the gym before stream. So basically, I'd like go to the gym at 8 o'clock at night and get back for a near kind of 10 o'clock at night, and then I go live. And with that, it means that I can wake up and spend a bunch of hours consistently focusing my attention on content creation, and that will in turn allow me to be able to produce content more consistently, which is good. Today was a good example of that. There's not a video out. It was ready to go. It's just I started kind of hyper fixating on, I was wanting to have music in the video essentially. But I'm really bad for background music, because sometimes I think a lot of people, I'd love to hear your thoughts here for anybody in here. I like background music in videos, but then sometimes in tutorials, I just don't feel like it's necessary. And I think it was Ree who said this to me a while ago, it's not. And I do agree with that. In tutorials and things like that, you really don't need background music. It can be an additional thing that can be great and can help and can help kind of make the video sound better and seem like higher quality. But it isn't really an essential, But anyway, earlier on today, I was kind of working on this video, which is going to be a YouTube video and a short, so 2 in 1, which is great. I made both, and I was just kind of hyperfixating on music, but otherwise it was essentially ready to release, which is great. And it was a good start. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on the another thing that happened for me making that video, an idea that I had. Going to get that done, and then I'm going to start working on other videos, and hopefully that'll help me just snowball into making a lot more content, and hopefully get a lot of stuff kind of built up, When we get in gym vlogs, little man, honestly, dude, probably at some point soon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really think I've said this publicly. I kind of stopped doing, really vlogs and stuff with Dylan or in general myself, just because I wasn't really in the zone to do them. I didn't like how I looked in them. Like I said, I'm very much kind of conscious of my like how I look. Not like so much self-conscious, but like I see myself when I'm editing. I see myself when I'm streaming. If I don't like how I look, I don't want to work with that. I don't want to do anything with that. You know what I mean? And I sat there and went, oh, I don't know, man. So yeah, I do hope to be maybe at some point making like a little gym kind of vlog, letting you guys know what I do at the gym and stuff. But it's nothing really fascinating right now. There's not much to show. It's just cardio primarily. I'm just only now getting into weightlifting, as you know, which is good. I'm very proud of myself. I'm happy to be doing it, but there's still a long way to go before I feel like I'm at a point where it'd be even worth showing people what I do at the gym, other than just just do cardio on the treadmill for an hour straight, But yeah, I do have a vlog that I want to release at some point soon. It's I might make a third part to it, which I've not recorded yet, but essentially it was my trip to France. A lot of you might know I've kind of done it a couple of times, like trips to certain places or doing things. I've vlogged the experience. I probably like the most infamous kind of like proper one was my trip to Holland or the Netherlands. It was like a couple of months in the Netherlands, and I vlogged it. It's on my vlog channel. It was actually on the main channel originally. Then I took it down off here. Didn't feel appropriate being here, and put it on the vlogs channel. And yeah, it was something I really enjoyed doing. And I actually done a vlog back in 2023 when I went to France for the first time in well over 10 years to go see my grandparents, and it was good. It was good. There was a lot of stuff I vlogged, a lot of stuff I recorded, and I intended to release it, but I never did. And then 2024, I went back and I went to go see my grandparents again, and I'd gained a lot of weight since the first one. In the first one, I looked quite lean. I was at 188. Second one, I was at 236, and I vlogged, recorded a few bits, and then I hated how I looked. I hated how I was, in it, and I just went, no, I don't know how I feel about this. And now that my grandmother's passed away and my grandfather is very much considering selling his house in France to move to another place in the same town, but I just kind of downsized his house. My mum, and with her cancer and all the things that are going on there and stuff, we're waiting for the all clear, but we want to go back to France again and go see him and spend some time with him, because he's almost 80 and it'd be lovely. And I've kind of thought that it's like a lovely idea. I'd go there for the third time now and kind of vlog that, and it would be this weird, you'd watch one vlog that would have 3 years of trips in one, me at different weights, me at different points in my life, and obviously, of course, yeah, just kind of a big long video. And I think it'd be really good. I really would love to creatively do that, honestly. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to go with that project. I could release it now if I wanted to really do something with it, but I feel like I've got a bigger picture in mind with it in general. I don't bother with music because I was spending too much time stressing on volume. Yeah, Dan, I kind of am the same way, man. I was just literally today, dude, I was making this tutorial and I was sitting there and I was like, all right, I made, a video tutorial, and then I made a short version of it. It's differently edited, but it's the same video essentially. Just to try and, get both kind of things into the algorithm, and it gets 2 extra bits of content out, and one can go on TikTok, whatever. And I made it and I was like, well, for one, I feel weird not having captions, because I used to use Opus Clips for captions because we got it for the podcast, and then we the subscription ran out recently, and I was like, I could get that again. It's like £150 for a year, and it's like, oh, that's steep for just YouTube Shorts. That's too much money. And a part of me is like, well, but if I don't get that, the shorts or the short form content isn't going to perform well. And it's like, dude, that's just insecurity. That's not true. Like one of my most popular TikToks now was a 7 Days to Die TikTok that I uploaded while I was at Rees, I think it was, or something, if I'm remembering correctly. It might have not been actually while I was at Rees, and that's got like over 100k, and that was like without any sort of captions. So it's like, captions don't make a YouTube short or a TikTok or anything go viral. That's maybe something that is like, it helps keep viewer retention a little bit, perhaps. I don't know if that's what it is that makes them so good, but otherwise it's not really that much of an essential. It is more just about like hyper editing, it feels like, though, with shorts, and I'm not the best at that. I've been kind of observing Fedstons and how he does his stuff, because Fedstons, he really has got quite a good kind of skill for the hyper editing stuff. He's kind of more tapped in. I do need to sit with them and be like, hey man, can I like just like sit with you and we can do some stuff together in terms of like, shorts and learning from you and stuff, because I very much do believe in the kind of idea that, the older that you get in terms of like in a profession, the more you need to focus on the younger people in that profession and learn from them, or you'll be outdated and left behind. And it's definitely the truth. My skills as a content creator, I have my strong suits, I have my things I'm definitely able to do, but there is certain things that I am just unable to fathom and unable to do, that I need to work with people that are younger than me, that are more experienced, that are new, that are learning these things, and try and pick up these things. And definitely I want to, for one of them, short form content, really learn from Feeds, because Feeds really is tapped into it and he's really got a good thing going. I spoke to him recently. I was like, what do you use to do your captions, just out of curiosity, because like I don't use Soulpiss anymore, but I'm looking for an alternative, if not to maybe get it. And he was like, I just use CapCut, like I edit on CapCut and stuff. And I was like, oh wow, okay, well that's fascinating, like that's kind of cool to know. No, you know what I mean? Because I do want to find an alternative. And a part of me has considered a few times switching from Sony Vegas, because Sony Vegas is great. I'm very happy with it. I enjoy editing on it, but I do know that there's more out there. There's more things to test and try. And I don't want to get locked into, the comfort of something, had that trap me. No, we had a lot of crane fly. Oh, let me read this here. Sorry. I would have thought you would focus on videos rather than streams. Sam, really, when it comes down to it, I earn more money from streams and videos by far, 100,000%. I have for a long time. But, don't get me wrong, like when it's been like high months for views on videos and stuff, like I've had great months and I've earned money from them. And views and videos and doing content, like the type of content I've done, it is compounding content, it's investment content. I can make a 30, 40 tutorials, and that month they might not do insanely well, but over the space of a year, they could pull me in hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. So that is a much wiser thing to do for the long run, because essentially streaming earns me money now. It earns me money currently. It's printing that money now. But if I stop streaming, that revenue just dries up and goes. The subs run out, membership, boom, that's gone. So that's a concerning income. You don't want something like that. You want to have like a passive income alongside that, and that's where I have the YouTube channel. It's how I kind of look at my YouTube channel now. That's my passive income. This is my active income, in terms of like streaming and stuff. I don't want it to sound like too like weirdly businessy or anything like that. I hope that doesn't sound like a weird bad thing. It's just that's how I look at it. But yeah, like when it comes down to it though, I do want to be doing both actively. I want to be streaming actively every single night of the week. Like just from 10 o'clock till 2 or later, and even sometimes doing extra streams when I can, mainly on Twitch, and then really just leaving YouTube as the place where I make content, and occasionally stream if I want to. So yeah. No, my bad. It just had to let out a crane fly. It was wait, MB. Oh wait, sorry, it was on my monitor just chilling. Lol. Ojo V 2.0 of 7 days just came out. Did it just come out? They removed loot cap, and fixed biome zombie spawns and some more. Dude, that's great if they did, man. I've not heard too much actually. Joe, for Resolve, we have something called Snapcap. It's a plugin that automatically does really nice subtitles that pop in and out. You could just have Resolve and the video's done, just put it in there. Is Resolve free, if you don't mind me asking, bro? And if it is, please, if you could send me that over. I like this is why I love speaking about it, because there's so much stuff that you guys know, like other creators, etc., that I'm not tapped in on, and there's stuff that I want to really learn and get better. Yeah, could you send me that if that's all right, man? Not like the Resolve itself, but like a link to download it. What's good, What's up, hey? What's up, stream? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Let me see. I sort of feel like if I'm not careful, I'd never release anything. If I'm not careful, I'd never release anything. So I don't do anything fancy. As in my opinion, a video out is better than none. When I get burnt out so frequently, and he's like, no, I completely agree with that, Dan. Without a shadow of doubt, 100,000%, man. Like there's a point where like I've a few times criticized myself because I've sat for months not making content or whatnot because I've been too stuck in like, oh, I want to make the perfect type of video, or I want to do this, or this isn't good enough, and it's like, that might be true, but like not making anything is not making anything. You're not getting any views. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything. That's not good. That's not better than doing something, even if that something isn't the best. Because in general, it might not be the best now, but come back to it in a little while when you are better and you can maybe remake it. It sucks to have to remake a lot of older videos, you know what I mean, if that makes sense? But like, I also would much rather get videos out there than not. And to be fair, like the whole, like, oh, it's quality and stuff like that, you're going to make it perfect. There is a weird thing that I see with all YouTubers and all creators, at least the majority, definitely like 90% of them, and it's kind of a downside of getting better at content creation. When you first start, you're kind of not expectations, but like your standards aren't that high. Your standards are like whatever you can do at the time, which usually isn't very much, right? Like, so for example, when I first started, I was editing on Share Factory on the PS4. Wasn't the best. I couldn't do anything fancy. I just kind of like cut blank straight to the point. I couldn't edit my audio fancy or anything like that. There wasn't even an audio graph. I just have to really carefully listen and, go from there and try and edit as best I could. But I didn't write scripts. I didn't do anything like that. I had a video idea, had a couple bullet points, maybe 5. That was it. Got right to it, and that was me. That was all it was. And I churned out videos every day of the week without any issue whatsoever. Got a little bit better, got a little bit better, got a little bit better. Slowly but surely, eventually, moved from obviously PlayStation to PC mainly. I'll sleep right now. Oh no, Reed, do you not want to sleep? But I eventually moved from, obviously PlayStation to PC. Editing got better. The editing started taking a lot longer, of course, to make videos, but it was fine. It just meant I could do more, make things better. Then I started scripting, and scripting was awesome. I loved it because, one of the biggest complaints I'd had pretty much my entire YouTube career up until that point was that, you stammer too much, or not even that you stammer, it's that you dilly-dally essentially. You drag things out. It wasn't intentional. It's just that I yap. I mean, we talk about it in streams as like a meme, but it's completely true. On the streams, it's different because, that's kind of what I'm here to do. Like, we're here to sit and chat and yap away, whatever, keep conversations going, make conversations. That's the whole jig, right? 100%. But when it comes into tutorials, people don't want to hear you, talk about, oh, I had this for lunch, like people are there to get what they want and go. And the quicker you can deliver that, the better an experience it is for them, and the more convenient it is for them, and the more likely they'll be happy. And this is a customer-based kind of system. This is a customer-based, I guess you could say a platform, when it comes into YouTube, at least. You want to make your customers, make your people happy. And by doing that, you want to give them the best experience you can, and the most concise way. And yeah, with scripting, that allowed me to do that. I was able to cut out a lot of the filler. I was able to make tutorials that were once 11 minutes long, 3 minutes long. I was just able to condense a lot more information down and just get right to the point. And with the editing, it got better as well. But where I'm going with all this is that all those things made the process longer. And with that process being longer, it meant that content slowly but surely just started to come out less and less and less frequently, to the point where it was maybe a couple times a week. Now it's like very, maybe now it isn't, it's like every other week, it's all over the place. And I as much as I'm happy that, I've grown and evolved as a creator, because that's what we're supposed to do, and I've got better, and I genuinely do believe I've got better, and I can point the things out that I've got better at, I still do miss the easiness and the convenience of just doing things off the top of my bat, because I could churn out content a lot quicker, and I was earning more money, and I was doing better in that regard, but at the same extent, I don't want to take a step down. I just want to get better at doing things that I'm doing now, and improve, but yeah, it's kind of something I see with a lot of creators, where like the longer that they're doing this, the higher the bar goes, and the longer between content it becomes. Like one of my favorite content creators I watch is like someone like, for example, here, what's his name, Internet Story, and he's not like incredibly, an incredible content creator. He's good, but he's not, up there as like the best of all time. But his videos when he first started, they were like every week basically, right? And then slowly that turns like every other week, and then slowly it turns like once a month. Then it turns like every couple of months, and then he started doing other channels and working on things, and now it's like literally once a year. And it kind of is a bummer in that regard, because like the videos are great when they come out because of the amount of time it's been put into them. But like the higher, like for me, the way I look at it is like the longer it takes for a project to come out and the more you put into it, the higher the chance of failure, of course, and the higher the chance that it might not be a return on the amount of time you've reinvested into it. It's kind of why I stopped making Let's Play videos. It's why I stopped making a lot more long form content that was just a risk, like I love making the SMP recaps. I've got one right now that I've got all the audio for it. I've got the beginning of it done, the footage like wise. I started editing it, but I got a little bit bored editing it. But I also as well kind of got in my head about the fact that like I know for a fact this video isn't going to earn me anything. I'm doing this more just for the community, which is fine. But that's kind of something that I've got to be aware of. You know what I mean? It is kind of something that's more for the community. And that's kind of a thing, in general. I do want to catch up with like recaps on the server, like I want to go 3 months by 3 months and catch up with recaps, but that means I need to be consistent with it so I can get caught up without having to be behind still with a couple episodes. But yeah, I want to do that and get those done and kind of be caught up so I can stop doing them every 3 months to make it so it's like I only give you a recap of like the past month's worth of stuff that's happened on the server. That way it's kind of a lot easier to edit, a lot quicker to edit. It's just, like you're talking maybe like 12, maybe 16 streams worth of information condensed down. That's it, which is great. Like that would be awesome. I sent you a link to the plugin. It's a 2-minute setup by the guy at Waffles about who made it and stuff. The video is longer. Oh, really? That's awesome, man. That's good, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, Blue. Remove of look cap. Oh, sorry. Just a bunch of small changes. Yeah, I'm doing well, brother. I actually finally got my monetization tools last week. I have yet to stream again. Just been busy. How are you doing, dude? That's great. Sorry, I just clicked X on the server. What is wrong with me? Congratulations, man, dude. That's awesome, man. I assume you must be so happy for yourself, dude. Well done, man. Well done, dude. Well Well done, man. And dude, I'm doing well, man. I'm keeping well, dude. I've just been mainly just working away, just mainly kind of like just doing streams and stuff at night, going to the gym, trying to lose weight and keep myself a little bit more active, which has been really good, and I'm really, really, really happy with that. But yeah, it's been good, man. Thanks for asking, man. It's great to see you, dude. It really is. How does the plugin know what to put as a captions? I only have the free resolve, and when I've looked into plugins, you have to have pro for it to auto made captions track. Oh. Let me link it to you. Basically, it exports the audio track you want subtitles and uses it to make subtitles. Oh, okay. That's fair enough, Blue. Fair enough, man. Could you like insert a script in to make it easier or anything like that? Obviously, as you know, I script everything. Just follow. What's up, Wish? How you doing, bud? Thanks for a follow, bud. Hi. Welcome to the stream, bud. Welcome to the stream. Oh, the plugin does that. Smart brain. Let me see. Just follow. Thank you for a follow as well. Kitty, how you doing, bud? Welcome, welcome. Yo, what's up? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for a follow, everybody. How y'all doing? Whisper me. Oh. Awesome, possum. I go here like this. But yeah, thank you, Blue. That's great. I mean, Blue, if that works, that'd be awesome, man. I want to try and make Minecraft, shorts using the Minecraft fonts. Kind of like what Feed's done. I've already done it myself a couple times, but it's hard to find the right font that looks good like that. It's kind of sometimes better just to use normal fonts. And then I want to do my Some Days to Die stuff that I've been doing like in the normal font I've been using, which is great. But I do need something that can like allow me to do captions. And man, as much as like Opus was okay, I'm not paying £150 just to make YouTube shorts because, like, for one, they don't earn that much money, but for two as well, it's like, dude, that's crazy, man. You know? Yo, do you enjoy cheese pizza as much as me? I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure. Honestly, I don't really like cheese. All things considered, I like cheesy garlic bread, 10 out of 10. Pepperoni pizza, nice, but like it kind of has to be done a certain way so the cheese isn't too, I guess, stringy. Because I'm not the biggest fan of cheese, unfortunately. I know I'm a complete weirdo, but it's just how I am. But yes, but yeah, probably not as much as you, unfortunately. PP, it's true. Wait, excuse me? Dragon, why are you spreading misinformation, bro? Like, bro, why would you do that, Dragon? That's rude, man. That just hurts me, bro. It just hurts me, man. Broken Cook. Me and Tunzi made homemade pizza today, and it was so good. Broken Cook. Oh, that's awesome, man. Damn, man. What did you end up having? Like, what type of pizza, if you want me asking? Let me see. By the way, Dragon, I'm going to be making a thing going like through near this mountain. I don't want to mess with any of your stuff, so just if you are jumping on, I'd love to get like your input and stuff. It should be fine. It shouldn't really mess with you or anything you're doing. Just letting you know that we'll be going like through that area, the mountain range. So yeah, a bit of a heads up there, you know. 1, 2, 3. Oh goodness, 3 like that. There we go. There we are. That's us. Well, it's finally just starting to increase a little bit more. Where's my street, Joe? It'll get done soon, side. I'm not a minute to do it, obviously, man, but I will be doing it soon without a shadow of a doubt. It's just a matter of getting around to it, you know? Just don't mess with my house. No. I'm not intending to, bro. I'm not intending to, man. The idea is that the wall is going to be going through the mountain and kind of like round the other side. I'm not sure how it's going to fully work out because obviously your house is kind of right up to the edge of the mountain, I believe, unless it goes through and then kind of out this side here, you know? Like that's probably where it'll come out, probably around about there. But we'll work it out anyway. It's just that I want to have a wall that kind of really clarifies where Woodbury is, you know, where Woodbury starts and stuff like that. But yeah, let me see. A Broken Cook. Read Discord chat. Oh, Joe, I tell you, it's crazy fast and easy. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing. In fact, no, wait, hold on a second. Oh, I've done this wrong. This actually, it isn't wrong. It is actually technically right. It's just this design. I remember for the original castle walls, this is how it looked. But the way I'm doing it, or the way I'm meant to be doing it, it looks actually a little bit better. In fact, a little bit more textured, which is nice. I do want to add some different types of cobble, though, like mossy and stuff. But yeah. Joe, when I tell you it's crazy fast and easy, you won't believe it. Was it after you download the plugin and set up, does all the subtitles in less than 2 minutes? Really, man? But what you can do is continue editing with your normal editor. When the video is done, you can import it into DaVinci and do the subtitles in 2 seconds. Blue, that'd be great, man. Thank you, dude. If you honestly, Blue, like again, like that little thing you're saying right now. Obviously, I was going to try it, dude, but that'll save me literally, if it's good and it works well enough, £150. £150. Like that is insanely good, bro. Like, that is a lot of money to save, you know what I mean? So, I really do appreciate it, man, honestly. Make a bridge to Hyrule, to the city. You can't make a bridge over, because it depends, obviously, of course. Plus, Hyrule, I mean, that is what, Hyrule's over here, so you'd have to make it there. I'll tell you what side, in the future, like, not right now, but I'll probably do it soon enough, I'll make a bridge over. Like, I'll make a bridge, because I have a bridge design from the older worlds, you know? Hello, hey, what's up, Slush? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the game, man. Good to have you here, dude. Good to have you here, bro. But yeah, I'll do one of the old bridge designs. Let me go here like this. If it saves you £150, then I expect 150 on my birthday. Thanks, boss. Of course, man. Yes. Build a bridge. Blue. You can't be against this change, bro. It's for the best, Blue. It's for the best, Blue. It has to be done, man. It has to be done. It has to be done. Spruce wall. Let's go here like this. Let me just double check that the layer thing looks good. Let me see. Anybody got an idea for like a color for Woodbury? I know something be like, what do you mean by color for Woodbury? Like what I mean is like what color should like the Woodbury in general be? Brown? I can't lie. I think that's kind of, yeah, like I'd agree with that, you know? Skull. Let me see a skull. But you reckon? I do genuinely think brown would look probably best. You know what I mean? That's gonna look good there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it's meant to look. I've got, I think, a test world where I done it originally. Let me go see if I can find it right now. Oh goodness, not add server. We're gonna look. Is it build world? It might be build or test. I think it's test world. I'm not entirely sure. Let me check. Why would you even want a bridge? Just use a boat. To be fair, yeah, a boat's fine unless it's like a city kind of thing. What the heck is this? Okay. Yeah, this is another world. In fact, this is actually the old city. It's kind of mad that I've still got the schematic for this. It looks a lot more filled in. Hold on. This is actually what I'm rebuilding at the minute with the tree farm. I didn't realize we built this actually originally, did we? Or no, I think I'd pasted this just to see how it looked and stuff. We didn't build that on the original. But yeah, this is mad. It's like the old city. I kind of like this copper, although it's a bit meh, not 100%, but it looks cool. I might rebuild that in the like center. You know what I mean, we've got this blue stained glass I'm going to be doing nothing with, so I may as well. Right, it's not this one. Let me go out. A bit weird to see that. Yeah, dude, it's kind of weird, man. I'm glad I still have it though. You know what I mean? But it's a bit weird. Dude, I never want to boat again after this. You never want to boat again? Let me see. Hold up. There we go. That's what it is. So yeah, essentially it's like this, like in between, you know? So it goes like 3 high and then the 4th is like that. And then on the sides it's like that. Yeah. I know. Does it look better like this? Or like, let me ask everybody's opinions here if you don't mind, right? Does it look better like this for the wall? I mean, it's in line, so it does look nice. Or should it be something like this? You know, where it kind of goes a little bit funky, a little bit crazy. You bringing back my skyscraper? Yes, man. I might build in the middle of the you know, like the new city, just because I've got all the blue stained glass for it. You know what I mean, bro? We're gonna build it at spawn, that skyscraper. But I was like, oh no, it didn't look good. First one, you think? Let's fucking go! Yeah, that's the idea, man. Yeah. Was it Joe, my new PC while recording and max shaders gets over 300 FPS, dude? Really, man? Oh my goodness, this is huge news, game changing. You think the first one like this? Do you guys think this looks better? Just kind of like the traditional like straight lines. I mean, like, I'm not against it, like, at all. I can always change it later on if needed. It'll be a bit of work, but like, yeah. Good day for watermelon fans. Exactly, bro, exactly. But yeah, yeah, this is just random worlds. Obviously, I've got here random bits and bobs, tutorial worlds, etc. But yeah, anyways, jump back in. But yeah, I will rebuild that there because the city center currently, I don't know if you've been there in a while, it's kind of just a bit like, oh, like, you know what I mean? It's because it's meant to have a thingy there, a skyscraper. And, you know, it is a city, so it should be there if there's going to be a skyscraper, you know what I mean? But at the minute, like, you walk over to the city center and, like, the skyline's good. The skyline, as far as getting there, it looks good. But, like, that's all it is. It's just the base, the foundation for the skyscraper that's there. Because that was what Alex did with one of the original designs. Alex being, you know, Wasabi. So, yeah, I do think I'll give it a little bit of an adjust, you know? I think that'll be the plan. But, yeah. I'll go here like this. Right, can we sleep, or are you still need to stay awake? Heading over right now. There we go. You can sleep, Joe. You can sleep. I don't know if you're lying. I'm gonna wait for Ree to say. Gonna make sure. It's all good. All Gucci. I think I remember I saw the first time I joined Joe. Really? Oh wait, I'll actually do something with the skyscraper this time instead of procrastinating. Dude, that'd be sweet, man. Honestly, man, that would actually be really, really, really cool. Genuinely, because it would just be a big like kind of skyscraper. Like we could just leave it hollow, but it's like meh. But sure. No, it's fine, babe. I don't mind that. I don't need to. I was just wondering if it, like, you know, if I should. But yeah, let me go here like this. But yeah, that'd be sick, Miles. If it's cool, I might do it with blue stained glass just because we have a lot of it, you know what I mean, from the other skyscraper. I'm not going to lie, I've got none to move tonight. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's cool. Can somebody sleep then if that's no trouble? Go here like this. I hate baby zombies. But yeah, like, what was I was going to say? Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that Mojang hasn't brought a way to, like, kind of smelt down glass that's, like, dyed or a different color and change it to another color. It does kind of annoy me because obviously, like, you know, if you do end up dyeing glass accidentally the wrong color, you're stuck with it. You just got to get more glass. I know it's not a huge thing. A lot of people be like, Joe, it's kind of a bit of a nothing burger, let's be honest. It's kind of like, yeah, I mean, I would agree. But it just would be nice to be able to, like, smelt the glass back down into, like, you know, like plain stained glass. That'd be really good. But I know, it's just my opinion, obviously. Go here like this. Is that good? Yes, awesome. That's totally fine. Thanks, Miles. Appreciate it, bro. How's the shopping getting on that you're working on? Obviously, man. You and what's the name? Oh my god. I was about to say Jerome, but it's not Jerome. Oh my god. Give me a minute. It begins with a J. Jonah. That's it. Jonah. Sorry, it's freaking hell. I'm trying to get better. It's just not the best. I loathe that you can't re-dye glass. Dude, it is honestly, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a silly thing if you ask me. Like, I get it. It's like, all right, oh, you know, you should have like got it right the first time. But it's like, yeah, but what if you end up changing your mind? It would save you so much resources just being able to just, you know, fling glass. I wouldn't mind having to smelt it again to get it to be clear. Like, I'd be totally fine with that. You know, some level of punishment, you know, like, or some like level of inconvenience, but not just having to like, oh, just throw it away. 10 stacks of the one color was about to crash it. Dude, I've done that before as well, man. There's nothing worse, dude. There's nothing worse. I hear how much dye it takes for wool. How much dye does it take for wool? Like, I've not actually got much of an idea. Labubu? Labubu? Is that what you're saying? I don't know if that is. Is that not like a thing that people are talking about? Like some sort of like collectible thing or something? I think. It's one each, so you need 64 dye for one stack. Wait, what? You're kidding. There's no way, dude. What? Is it not like the 8 to 9 ratio kind of thing? Or the 8 to 1? Where like, you know, like one piece of dye dyes 8, like what it does for glass and stuff. Surely not. Surely that is actually... Wool is 1 to 1. That is atrocious. Holy God. Like, I mean, Axel, she'll be earning mad bank if people are needing to do that, but whew, you better off die now. Honestly, yeah, man. For real, I've never known that. That's actually, like, genuinely kind of shocking. I know someone's be like, oh my God, such a big thing. It's like, no, listen, I know it's not the biggest thing in the world, but like, guys, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, come on, man. Like, what? That feels like that's something that needs to be changed. Some ugly looking thing people like. Oh, you like this? I have got sheep here if people really do need wool, but like I'm mainly using this as my own little private like wool farm right now. I do want 1-to-1 wool. It's fine. In my opinion, 1-to-1. Really? What? Why? Why do you think? But like I guess it kind of incentivizes people to make wool farms as opposed to like, you know, like, or like to actually farm sheep and dye them certain colors, you know, then as opposed to like just, you know, oh, just get a bunch of white sheep and do that. Like, no, you may as well have multiple colors. Carrot gold, labubu. See, I think that's how you say it. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so like, no, I really want to make Woodbury. Oh, I know they're running low. I really, really, really want to make Woodbury into like a nice natural area to live. Like I would love to have everybody, you know, help out or give some suggestions. But like, what I mean is I want to have it, I was saying this yesterday, without any automatic farms. People that live here, all the farms, all the stuff here is all manual, you know, and I know it's like, oh, Joe, that's so inconvenient, man. Like, I get it, but like that's kind of the idea. It's like an old kind of town, like an old kind of play of Minecraft. Exactly, yeah, that's a really great way to put it. Yeah, kind of the early game experience of Minecraft. You know what I mean? Not that everybody has to have the houses with like, you know, early game resources or anything, but you know, the Amish community. Yeah, you must say exactly. You must say no, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, just kind of a relaxed kind of, you know, look in general, a relaxed place where it's just like all wooden builds, you know, mainly like horses and stuff like that. People used to like, you know, traverse if they want to, obviously walking about as well, because it's not a big Woodbury. I do want to increase Woodbury's size. That's why I got to do the wall, because then I can kind of like have like a perimeter of like how big I want Woodbury to be. That's just going to take some time though, but yeah. I just want Woodbury to be this awesome big place you can go to, but I also want Woodbury to have its own kind of unique kind of feel. The only kind of, oh really? Well, you get to live then, I guess. And the only kind of bummer at the minute for me is that like I don't really know what Woodbury will be, because like think about it, like the city will have vending machines. That makes sense. The city is going to be like redstone, like vending machines, farms, people's builds, shops. That all makes sense. But what could Woodbury do? Would Woodbury have some sort of stores, or would like it just be like marketplace stalls where players go there and barter? They just sell stuff like whenever they want. You know what I mean? You know, Joe place carpets on the fence. That's a really good. Thank you. Yeah, that's a really good idea, man. Low key, that's a big brain idea actually. Stalls, yeah, I think stalls makes more sense, doesn't it? You know, in general. I avoid making farms that take away the grind in my personal world. Stops me from getting bored of the world. That's honestly, Sam. It's a good idea, man. A lot of people be like, oh, it's just a waste of time though. It's like, no, I think it's a good idea. You know, I really do. You know, still got all those ones. Oh, ones at dinosaurs stalls. Yeah, there's these stalls here. I am probably going to try and, with your help, maybe Jan and some other people's, I'm going to move them and find a new place for them, because like this being like the little shopping district of Woodbury it's kind of cool. Like a shop market. It's kind of cool, kind of cute. I just feel like we could find a better area for it, which would be a little bit more open or better, you know, in general. Probably in better market stalls, to be honest. Let's be real. I feel like shelves with market stalls would be really cool. Like players could come and put their stuff on a shelf, like what they're selling or whatever. You know, I think it'd be kind of cool. That'd be awesome. You know. But yeah, I want to replant his farm over there. I want to clean up Dinery's place, but I also want to change it all up, and just kind of make Woodbury better. I've also considered getting rid of the river in Woodbury, like filling it all in. It'd take a little bit of time, but I've done it before. If you don't know, Woodbury was my old Let's Play world, and actually back 2000 and 17 it would be when I first really started streaming, 17, 18. I streamed without this before I even had a webcam on the PS4. I streamed me draining the river in Woodbury, because I wasn't draining it to get rid of it though. I was draining it to replace it, but with like coral and deeper and newer, because it was a legacy river as opposed to of the aquatic. I don't know, Joe. Would be worth it to do that. I don't know, man. It just had extra land, connecting like this area over here, so we'd have more land. But the same extent, it's like, do we need it? The river is kind of cute, it is kind of nice, in general. So maybe keep the river kind of going around it. I do need to do something though with it. I need to make it connect here somehow. I'm just trying to think. Hey Joe, it's been a while. Yo, what's up, Charlie? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, bud. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. How you doing, man? Welcome. There's a few colors in alpha or beta they removed. Wait, really? Oh gosh. I feel like it'd be cool for them to add the old wool colors back. Maybe as an Easter egg, you would name wool stack or something. You name the wool stack or something. What? And then it gives a specific color. Woodbury doesn't believe in redstone. Redstone gives Steve cancer. It has 5G in it. Exactly. Keep some of the grind. Exactly. Yeah, no, exactly, Zambi. Are Minecraft villagers Amish? They could be. They could be. It seems like they are. Yeah, man. Like like the grind for them tools and wings. Specified this that it's only my personal world because of this. Yeah. I think I put a shop there, Joe. In Woodbury, I don't think you did, Side. I think you might be misremembering. I don't believe you did. Let me see. Jad does not like that. I don't know, Joe. Would it be worth it? Jad does not like that. Hey, Joe, it's been a while. Oh, I'd shape the river up more, then add cute little bridges to connect the land. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I am going to have to decrease the amount of land that Dinorees has a little bit, which sucks. I've been convinced by everybody to leave his skyscraper and his stuff here, which fair enough, I'll do that. This little island, I'm like, it looks stupid. I might just get rid of that and make it into like a bit more of a wider ocean here, just to get rid of it because it's not really necessary, or I can keep it. But back here though, I'm gonna have to kind of like shave this down and kind of like, you'll have all this land here and stuff still, but it'll only be like to like there-ish, and then all of this will be all Woodbury. So yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it though, because I do want the wall here to connect to something like that goes around here to kind of fully encompass the size of Woodbury, because at the minute it's going to feel like it doesn't have that. So yeah, definitely need to think about that. Definitely need to think about that. Okay, or have somebody build something there. The raised part should go. The raised part, the thing called a bridge, Joe. No, I'm aware of that. Keep the river. Yeah, it looks so nice with the river, Joe. Please don't. No, I'll keep the river. Yeah, like what Sambi said, we'll kind of change it up a little bit. Get rid of the island next to it as well. Get rid of, with the path. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna clean up. We are gonna clean up a lot of bits. We're going to clean up a lot of bits and change a lot of bits because it needs some TLC. Woodbury is such a cool little place, and I do want it to have its own kind of character and its own kind of like feel, but it just needs a lot of TLC. Like honestly, that's 100% the case. It needs a lot of TLC. Need to move houses, need to have things relocated a little bit better and things cleaned up and stuff, and make it just a lovely place that you can live in that's nice and peaceful and it's chill. You know what I mean? Like that'd be awesome. The river's an awkward shape. Probably best to build up and make it a little more curvy. Yeah, I agree. Just add some shape to it, make it feel like it's a little bit more unique and interesting as opposed to just like weird wide, sections. So that'll no doubt be what I end up doing, no doubt. I definitely want to do that without shoved out. But yeah, I'm doing great actually. My best friend from Poland, who I haven't seen in 4 years, came to visit me from Poland. Oh wow, really, Charlie? That's awesome, man. That's really cool, dude. Dang, man. When did they pop over? Just today or? It's awesome, man. BRB, no worries, Blue Boy. Let's break this all down here. But yeah, so I think the walls around Woodbury will add some level of like, there's something here, there's something being built. And then from there, we'll have the castle, obviously, which will be where I live. And then there'll be other little landmarks that'll be built, Dinorees Place and stuff like that. The public mines and other things. And we'll slowly but surely, we'll shape Woodbury up and clean it up and polish it up. And no doubt I'll have to do a lot of like, back and forth changing things. But it'll get better and better and better in general. I do think that it's something that needs to be kept. That is like I think that'll kind of bother me, but it is important. It kind of makes Woodbury unique and different than the city. Is the lack of symmetry, the lack of straight lines. With the walls, those will be kind of like the only kind of form of symmetry that I'll have in Woodbury. But otherwise, the paths being very much kind of like their own thing. They exist. They go their own ways, and the farms and the houses and everything all being their own unique things. I think that, and the streetlights as well, that all needs to remain, not not in lines, not very symmetrical, because if it is, it's not going to feel very natural and very relaxed. I want Woodbury to feel relaxed. I want the city to feel more, you know, straight line, narrowed, and kind of clean cut, which is my kind of thing, obviously, as you all know. Vending machine again. Wait, good. I'll have no time with college to get on. Wait, sorry, wait. By the 18th, wait, oh, sorry. Oh, I have to finish the skyscraper by the 18th. I'll have no time with college to get on. Oh, damn, really, Slush? He's not even seeing chat. I am now, sorry. I have somebody build something there. The pass. Sorry, yeah, I just seen here. It says I'm on the broken thing. Wait. I just tested. When did you last check? I'll be over in a minute. Show me how you break it. Show me how you break it. Let's go here like this. All ads are gone. Oh, I'm glad to hear, man. Glad to hear, dude. Welcome back, man. Welcome back, dude. Answer your question in a sec. Got ads. No worries, bro. No worries, man. It's all good, dude. It was working. Y'all go back and forth. She's staying for about 14 days. She only just arrived today. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, dude. Well, I hope she has a lovely time, man. Is she staying with you, or is she staying like at a hotel or something? What's the plans as well? You guys got any sort of plans going somewhere, doing something nice? It's awesome. She's staying with me. That's lovely, man. That's really, really, really cool, dude. Oh, man. Well, that sounds like a great time, dude. It really does, man. I hope you have a lovely time, genuinely. How did you choose me, if you don't mind me asking? Did you say it was from school or something? But yeah, oh my goodness, come up here. Oh goodness, come on. Wait, we're going to the lakes, possibly the seaside, and do some other cool stuff. Oh, that's lovely, man. That's lovely. That really is. 2 weeks as well. That's a proper holiday. You know what I mean? It's just about to go up here to go dump my stuff. You know, and it didn't get a second to. Oh, a whisper to you, stink. Fight me, Ja. I was gonna, by the way, mention something. I'm gonna be changing the roof of my castle from brick to spruce. What do you all think of that? Do you think sounds alright? It's just I don't mind brick. It's just that because I'm making the basement into a lot of spruce. It's very spruce heavy. You know, I like it with bricks. Yeah, it was either that or maybe copper. But like it's just become doing spruce down here. I feel like I need to have a lot more spruce to kind of match the spruce in the basement. You know, we met because we were next door neighbors. She was originally from Poland but moved to England, and we lived next door to each other for 8-ish years. Oh, Charlie, that's awesome, man. Sounds like a lovely friend in general. You know. Wait for the copper update. You reckon? Maybe I might actually. I do like the new copper lanterns. A lot of people are like, oh, they're just changing the hue. And some artist is getting paid mad bank just to change the hue from like whatever it is to green. And I kind of get it, but like, I actually also really like it. I think the green, although it's a bit meh, a bit weird. I don't know. Copper lanterns. Jazz, have you not heard? Maybe I'll do like a This Week in Minecraft this Sunday and I'll cover it and you can check that out and get more information. But yeah, dude. Well, dude, yeah, they've brought a lot more copper goods out. Copper iron bars, like isn't like the bars for like fences and stuff. Copper copper chains, I think it was. Lanterns, even what was it? I think torches or something like that. I think maybe I'm wrong there, but yeah, there's a lot of new stuff, man. A lot of new copper stuff coming. A lot of new copper stuff. Shelves, etc. They're green. Yeah, copper actually does have a green light. No, I know that. That's kind of the thing. Yeah. I saw the lightning rods and the shelves. That's it. Oh, dude, yeah. Well, they're definitely adding more, man. It's really, 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 really cool in general. It really, really, really is. My mum is staying today, and then she is flying back to Poland tomorrow. Oh, your mum's flying to Poland tomorrow. Why is your mum flying to Poland tomorrow? Copper, when ignited, gives a blue/green flame. Really? Well, that's kind of cool then, blue. No, her mum. Oh, her mum. I was going to say, sorry, I was a little bit confused there. Literally freaking working. Wait, what? Oh, no shit. Let me see. No shit. Gosh. I don't know what's happening here in the chat. You're such a cunt. What's happening in the chat? What's going on? What's happening? I thought Slush said the machine was broken. I told you I lied. Oh. Gone to rush all the way back. Oh, ja. It's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough, man. Wasting his time. Not my mom. I was going to say, Charlie. That's what I was like. I didn't rush. Oh, okay. Let me go here like this. And my dog Pepper is fast asleep right now. Oh, that's adorable. I had a really cute moment earlier on today. I came back from the gym and I said I had a really bad headache and I was exhausted and I just needed to lie down for a little bit. So I went next door to my mum's room and went and laid down just for a little bit. Oh, yoga bit. I went and laid down just for a little bit, for about, well, 2 odd hours. But when I went to go lie down, my mum came for eventually after about 30-40 minutes of me lying down. I hadn't really fully slept yet. I was kind of tossing. And it was unfortunate. She came for just telling me she'd been on the phone with my grandfather. Was saying that like he just picked up my grandmother's ashes and stuff, and a little bit, like, oh gosh, and a little bit all over the place. Unfortunately, naturally. Joe Shulker at spawn has now moved over. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. And just because I was wanting to terraform near spawn at that area, across from your place, and I didn't want to, mess with that at all. You know what I mean, man? So I thought I'd leave it. No, it's all good, man. I appreciate it, Charlie. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's all good though. It's all good, man. Joe's GT's helmet build there for good. I do think I'm going to move it, honestly. I think Reed even said maybe put it up next to his actual land, like the higher up end of the city area. I might move up there. How come? Were you just like wondering if there's going to be anything different there or something? Joe, quit trying to colonize the server, LMAO, coming in and taking people's land. Dude, never, man, never, man. You can make that area like a small park. What, like GT's area? Or like, it's an eyesore in my opinion. Which one, sorry? Is it the high up area or the helmet area? But yeah, anyway, so I went to go lie down though. My mum came through and she was on the chat with me, and the cat came to the door, the helmet. Oh yeah, well we have like the big kind of proper park area, which is kind of already a park. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm like, oh, I don't know. We don't really need maybe more of a park in the city if you think about it, because that whole area is like a massive park you walk through. It still needs to get cleaned up a little bit because obviously I increased the width of it by an extra couple blocks, and I need to add some like trees and stuff. But yeah, as I was trying to say there, sorry, my kitten came in and jumped up on the bed and was like, I'm going to snuggle with you, Joe. Came and snuggled up at my feet and was like, let's sleep, and just snoozed. Park on both sides of the big arch. I suppose that's true. Yeah, I mean, I could, yeah. At least even just for now in general. I might change it in the future. I might put like a little lake or something there. Little fishing area, little fishing lake with like a boat or something. Be kind of nice. I've wanted to do that in the server for a while. I was actually going to do it, if you're watching the stream, I was going to do it here in front of the bank building, but that's why it's all like dug out and it looks a bit weird. I was going to build like just a natural little like lake or something here, like a little lake in this area, and then have some trees and stuff around it, a little set of docks, basically just a little community area you can walk past and go fish. I was also going to rebuild something from one of our older worlds. I don't know how many people remember it. There's a few different things, but it was a little boat that I can't remember if it was Cheese or Dino who built it. Cheese built the SS Pepperoni 20, which was like a lovely little like what do they call them, like river boats, one of those. It was like really cool. I was tempted to build that, but I don't really think it would fit in. But it was a little rubber ducky boat that was built, and I was like, oh, that looked really cute, and I was like, I might rebuild that there because it'd be kind of cool. Another random little thing from Old World brought in, I like to think of it as our server, wait, I suppose if it is Joe's server, well, it's a community server, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's yeah. The way I look at it and the way I do mention it to people is that like for like frame of reference, I don't want it to be like, oh, Joe's just taking over everything and destroy. No. The legacy map, which is this, right? Like this is the legacy map, all the way around here, this square. That is my land. That's my canvas. I am going to mess with that, right? I'm going to change that. Eventually, the city will get adjusted. Things will get moved. Things will get whatever. I want it to be beautiful because this is the introduction, the area a new person who joins the server sees when they first join. It is integral that with that in mind, that area is beautiful and as beautiful as it can be. And with that, what I mean is that if you end up building a house here, or like you've done here, obviously, Charlie, if I think, I like it. I like your house, but I think it would be better here. I'm going to move it there. All your stuff will get moved. You'll compensate, whatever, but like it'll all be moved. It'll be completely rebuilt block for block, but a better area, no doubt, than where it was, just so I can put something that I think would fit in better there. And that's just how I'm going to be with this area. I'm going to be, tinkering with things, moving things, whatever. It is a bummer. I know for some people say, oh, but I don't like my stuff getting moved, Joe. I totally understand. It's just that I want things to be, perfect in my eyes, right? So I need to do things. But yeah, an SP, but we'll be in stream. No worries, man. But yeah, so it's kind of a bit weird though for some people. Joe previous. Oh, sorry. By the way, Joe, would you want to have a room bought in the skyscraper? I mean, maybe I'd have to see it and stuff once it's fully done. I don't really think I need any more like houses or apartments right now, though. I appreciate the offer, but I don't really think so right now. I've got a bunch of buildings, mainly like apartments as well. I'm building right this very second. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty good right now for like places to live and things to like live in or anything like that. You can always move stuff if you can always move my stuff if you want, since I'm hard on. No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. It is something that like I hate moving people's builds because like not that I hate doing it. It's just that I feel bad because I know for a lot of people it's like, oh, they might come back on, and then if they've not been a while, they might go, oh, I guess my build was destroyed. And like, no, it wasn't. Most likely it was just moved because of my, my inability to leave things where they are. I want to find a better location for them and such. It's weird. I know for some people it's silly, but it's just that I feel like I do have the best intentions with it, and I feel like it's for the better. If you don't want it to happen to your stuff and you don't want me to ever affect it or move it, and you want to have a limited space to do your own stuff and to build, the rule of thumb, the good rule of thumb that we keep saying to people is go outside of the legacy map. You don't have to be far, but like, if you're like living here or living, here or anywhere outside of this square, I won't touch your stuff. Your stuff's entirely safe and secure, and if you do build something that I like supremely and it is outside of the square and like I like it and I'm like, dude, that would be great in the legacy map, I'll ask you and be like, hey, would you be interested in moving it? Would you be interested in moving to the legacy area? Like you'll be near other players, near all the other things in the world. Would that be of benefit to you? Would you want it? Maybe not, whatever. But yeah, it's just yeah, I know I like to have my little vision. It's so weird when you miss a handful of streams because I come back and have the city switched up. Yeah, it is conflicting for people as well because like not with this with the city especially because I'm moving things and doing stuff, but also on top of that, right? Like when it comes down to it, with the city, I've built that city many a time, like not just in this server, but in general. And it's like, well, you haven't. It's different things. The city is different in different ways, but it is the same kind of builds, you know. Like the tree farm and skyscraper, you've seen that from other worlds, and like even this actual whole square here, this comes from our last proper long term survival world, which is in our realm. We done it for like 2 years. It was our long time survival world. It was the last world where I rebuilt my castle as well, and that kind of thing. That the bank building we've done a few different worlds. Wasabi's orbitable, and that came from our old realm world. The factory that's came from a few worlds now. Originally, like one of our oldest worlds had it, and then it was like partially built because I was only able to look at photos. Eventually, I found the schematic for it and was able to rebuild it and stuff like that. You know, it's crazy stuff. You know, a lot of these builds are rebuilds from other worlds, and that can also fuck people up a little bit because if you've been here for a while, you kind of get like deja vu, but on top of deja vu as well, you also get this other sense of like confusion because you're like, I know this isn't that world, but it looks like weirdly eerily similar. Like it's also in the same layout. Like if you look at this square, it's technically not accurate because it's been adjusted because of the reason I didn't want it to be like an exact replica, but in one of our old like worlds in general, this square, the way it would originally be, I'm shut my eyes so I can kind of fully envision it, was right here the tree farm, or no, here the tree farm and skyscraper was. Here was where the marketplace stalls were. Here was like a bit of empty land, but I think eventually there was a factory built here. Then up here was like there was a warehouse, another warehouse, a Wasabi's orbital building, which is here, was here, in the bank building instead of it being there was there. It was slightly, it was similar but adjusted, stretched out and changed because obviously I've changed things slightly. But it is weird. It is weird to see because I do move things a lot. It's just how I am. It sucks a little bit. I hate it, but it's just I'll look at something and go, oh, that's a great build, but that could be even better there, you know? Like that tree farm and skyscraper build that I'm building right now, and that I was building over the past couple of streams, you'll see in the second render in this. I love this here because this is I originally this building essentially was here, but it was for my sorter, and I was like, I'm destroying the sorter, so the sorter had to get destroyed, and the building had to get destroyed. But it was also as well built with a 2-block center, and that doesn't work because my city's built in centers of 1. So 1, 3, 7, etc. So I had to redesign the skyscraper, modify it slightly, and rebuild it here because with it being here and this skyscraper being here, it has a skyline. It only really works when the render distance is turned up, but if I showed you right now, I mean, I can, but like if I show you with all the, what's it called, with all the schematics in place where they're meant to be, like if all the schematics are in place where they're meant to be, and then I turn them up to the full so you can see them fully rendered in, now my render distance turned up, and you'll see what I'm going for. The whole skyline around the city will be kind of entrapped in skyscrapers and tall buildings, and over time I want that to become even more apparent. But yeah, it's just going to take time. The biggest thing I need to do right now is I need to keep building those skyscrapers and buildings, but also as well having other people build their buildings and skyscrapers. And I need to run out of land and space so that I have to start using every available little bit of land I have and trying to stretch the most I can get out of things. Edinburgh Castle is very accurate. Really? Oh, you mean, well, this isn't Edinburgh Castle, this one. The Edinburgh Castle that is actually getting built will be over here. That's, if you don't know, this is a legacy tutorial world castle, the TU, I think 13 one. It's really cool actually, but yeah. Also, I probably need help making the castle again, Joe, from my area. Maybe make a new place side instead of an old castle. Well, side, like the castle that you want to rebuild, dude, I mean, you could, but I am rebuilding that castle already. I'm building that castle in the legacy map because it's a legacy build. It's kind of to pay homage to my favorite version of Minecraft, but also as well to build it for like a huge landmark for people who are fans of the old console edition, but also as well just see new things to come and see, you know? What version is it? 1.21.7. Oh, it looks so similar. Yeah, no, this one right here, this is another Scottish castle. Is it Galmeria or something? It's got a weird name. It's another Scottish castle. I've never been to it myself, but it is another Scottish castle. But again, it's cool. I do want to make a tutorial on how to build this thing, because probably after I've done the minigames lobby, those stuff, because that'd be kind of cool. But I think it would be really cool to be like, oh, do you want to learn to build this? You can build this in your world, you know? I got to switch versions. GG. Oh gosh. Oh, sorry, you have to switch versions. Apologies. Yeah, just follow. Thank you for the follow as well. Again, you do you not like my house? Lol. I can change the design. If you're talking about your house on the side of the mountain, the house area there, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like 100,000%, I will acknowledge that. Are we building the mall again? The mall would be an amazing build to build because we have vending machines, but it wouldn't work because it was just too impractically large. Again, a cool thing if you don't know, the mall is actually it's not just a unique design. It's actually Dead Rising 1, the mall from that game made in Minecraft. Someone made it, and we're trying to rebuild it. But yeah, Dragon. If it's this house, if it's this house here, it's just that you have kind of just a blob of one color. There's not any windows. I think anybody here will tell you need to have some windows. You need to do some sort of designing. I know you just kind of stuck it on the mountain and built into it, but yeah. But if it's your house in terms of like the plot though, I love this. I love like the little like kind of I guess oriental kind of vibe that has, like the little, I forget what it's called, the little sand area. But like there's well like the little house here and stuff, the Panda Express stuff. I love that in general. Dragon, when you're next on, I could help you find a jungle or something. You can make your own area like on the old server. That's true. Yeah, if you want an actual jungle. Add more colors in different blocks as well. Make it pop out in the mountain. Yeah, if it's a mountain house, you have so much potential to do something great with it, because it's on the side of a mountain. It's brilliant, And you can use the one in the city as a shop. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a good idea if he wants to sell stuff as well. I do reckon he should sell bamboo stuff, honestly, Dragon. Like, it would make more sense for you, man, to sell the bamboo goods, Like, just in general bamboo, but like bamboo wood even or something, whatever, That was a temporary thing, lol. I just never got around to change. No, I presume so. I did presume so, bro. That's how I was just like, that's what I was meaning there. But yeah, you could, said didn't mean to do that, god darn. You could mix like older style buildings with modern buildings, like cities like London do. Yeah, definitely, man. And that that is definitely a really cool concept. I do want to try and mix buildings if I can in general, or kind of styles a little bit. It's hard because I'm very limited to the styles that I'm comfortable with and the styles that I know, which is straight lines and cities and stuff. And kind of like, well, city-esque kind of is my style. But I do want to try and branch out and do other things, I'm just updating my mods now. John, awesome. Be lovely to have you on. I will let you know as a bit of a heads up, bud. I don't know if this wasn't already made aware in the title, but it is a subscriber only SMP. If you're a Twitch subscriber, you can jump in right away, but otherwise you can't unless you get gifted one. I don't think that would blend with the style of Charlie. Yeah, you have got to be kind of careful. You find it difficult. Yeah, a Gothic church. Yeah, maybe not. Gothic church. When it comes down to churches, we do want to rebuild one of the older churches, but we did talk about this, I think, the other stream, and Reeve was like, I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's just the history of like who it was built by and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, maybe not. It was just more of an aesthetic thing, but it is useless, and I do want to try and sway away from building useless builds, if that makes sense, because I've done that in a lot of Older Worlds, and you just end up having empty shells, and it's like, oh, it's kind of not very, nice, if that makes sense. Like, that's why the tree farming skyscraper exists. That wasn't originally that. If you go back so many years on my channel, that was originally built by TSB Matrix, and he got it from a tutorial by this guy called Dustin's MC, who I ended up getting on my podcast eventually because I liked his tutorial so much and used them that much. But that was originally an apartment building that had like a weird interior and stuff, but we ended up like eventually redesigning it a bunch of times, and it got turned into a tree farm because it looked good as a tree farm. A tree farm's can often be quite ugly, and it looked good as like a skyscraper disguising a tree farm, Same with the bank building. The bank building is meant to be a bank, but I've ended up redesigning it into a villager trading center because it kind of works better. And that isn't my best version of it, though. My best version was actually a hidden gold farm. It's really, really, really cool. You can't really build overworld gold farms that are that good though on Java, I believe. So I haven't done it again, and it doesn't really work. But on Bedrock Edition, that was where my old gold farm was, or XP farm. It was great. A lot of you would have seen me in the Older Worlds on the Realm. I'd go into the back building, and then inside of it, you would go upstairs and you would find this massive pigling farm, and it was incredible. It was really great. It was a great place, a great easy landmark you could point to tell people to go to, and it gave those buildings some soul, as opposed to just being empty husks of nothing, and that's what I want to try and do with the city as much as possible. Church of Lemon, exactly, yeah. I do want to rebuild the church, as I've said. I might build it in Woodbury or someone else, but I might try and find a different design. But the old one has an aura of, like, again, a new design wouldn't really work the same. The old design is an old design, And pandas will delivering, although be one diamond free. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you want to do, listen, Dragon, if you do want to do bamboo goods and selling bamboo stuff, I'd happily help you get a shop set up, like without shoved out. Like, I'll build you the vending machines, help you get stuff set up. It's the least I could do for like your longevity on the server, and like how much I'm a big member of the community you've been. But like, dude, like I'd love to do that, man. Like I'd love to do that. You know what I mean? Because that'd be sick, man. Sell bamboo related goods, like have players who join should always try and do something that they enjoy, but also sell something that kind of is about their character. I feel like that's kind of a cool thing, if they can, Who built the church? Originally, the church was designed by two different players, I believe. It wasn't designed, it was from a tutorial, but it was from two different players. The main player who built it, though, was Ducky. Ducky is an infamous name in our community, bit of a sore spot as a name kind of thing, because they're one of the most notorious people in our community for like being one of the most horrible people. They're not the most horrible person in our community that's ever existed, but they are one of the one of the worst, you know. So yeah, anyway, it was built by them, and then it got rebuilt by Hilo eventually on another world. Because he knew about the church thing, he rebuilt it on another world, and then that it got kind of left and never got rebuilt again for many, many, many years, and it hasn't been rebuilt since. So I would love to rebuild it in general, but I'd probably redesign it a little bit. Unfortunate getting PTSD every time you mention. Dude, for real, man. Like for real, knowing the history, it's kind of mad the lore we have on the channel about some people. You know what I mean? Joy, in like an empty building, you could use an armadillo XP farm. They're really useful if there's an empty building anyway. No, definitely, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll give an example. Like, I'd have to do like my vanishing so I can fly. I don't like to fly because most people go, "Oh, Joe, I'm not a big fan of you flying." I am aware. Vanish is it's a thing that admins can do. Only admins. This is a full SMP, but essentially, some of you may know that there's certain aspects of this world that are actually, it's kind of cool. They're taken from another world, which is it's a recreation of one of my favorite and my only kind of watched roleplay Minecraft worlds or Minecraft series, which is Sam Gladiator's Yonder High. If you don't know, this was a series by a YouTuber called Sam Gladiator, and it was incredible. I know Sam B knows what it is. I know a few others might. I really liked it. It was one of the first ever kind of roleplay worlds that I ever kind of like watched or series. And I genuinely, truly loved it and adored it. And I wanted to rebuild it in my world. And yeah, I actually used, again, someone built this on, what's it called? Bedrock Edition. Well, Java, sorry. They built like a recreation of that world. It never got released. They rebuilt aspects from it, including the school, Yander High. And I made tutorials in it. In fact, if you don't know, I made like a series. It was my potion tutorials and even command block tutorials. I made those in a classroom in the academy. It only made sense, kind of, in general, for like the gimmick of what I was doing, teaching people stuff. But I've now rebuilt the academy, and this actually here this is not an identical recreation, but this is actually the shopping district from that world. Although it's substantially changed at this point from the original. But what hasn't changed is these kind of buildings here, like Jam's building and this one. They have been adjusted from the original design, which I'll show you right now. But my point is here is I'm trying to rebuild those because I do like them. I do like them a lot. But they need to be redesigned. And I want to give players that are like, hey Joe, I want to sell something in the city, like something really cool, and I don't have a shop. If you have a cool idea, you have something cool that you want to sell, then let me know. And as long as it's something I think could really work, we'll have to wait and see. Then it could, it could be in the city. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go here like this. There we go, like that. There we are. There we go. So this right here is the shopping buildings from that world. In line, this is how they actually were done. So this is Jam's building right here. Kind of impossible not to redesign them because they were built with the custom textures, but also they were kind of background. You never really seen them in Sam's thing, and like the Yonder High. But like these are the buildings here, and I'll show you kind of what I'm doing at the minute. You can probably kind of put one on one together, and it's kind of cool. I'm actually enjoying it because it allows me to be a little bit more creative. So initially they were like this, but obviously as you can see, I moved this building, Jam's building, from where it's meant to be to here, and I did redesign it. Jam takes credit for obviously some of it, of course, because he done the staircase outside, but more recently I moved it and redesigned it, and I actually as well designed it so that it was kind of practical. It has multiple floors that he could do something with if he wants to, but he has really no idea right now. But at the very bottom here, it's got vending machines. These are fully working vending machines. Jam just doesn't want to use them because he has his own vending machines at his own place, which is a shame because they're great, like fully redstone working vending machines, and it means that like they're on the strip of the city, the shopping district, so you could walk along the street and you could go and purchase whatever you want to purchase. It does need some more TLC in general, I'd like to rent out or sell that property, to be honest. I think you should, man. Honestly, like I wouldn't mind someone else buying it. It would suck a little bit, but I'm also like, I think you should, because like I know there'd be another player who can maybe buy it and sell stuff on those vending machines, because they are working. They're functional vending machines. I think they need a small bit of tinkering, a little bit, because I think the right one needs a little bit of tinkering. But other than that, it's all done, all the redstone. And I mean, it's a great build, man. It just needs a little bit color. Ree did say, because Ree uses this color here for her building, and the general store uses this. It does need a recolor. I think I'm going to change the general store. And I do think I'm going to switch up the color maybe here or do something different. Be selling the vending machines though. Be selling, you reckon? Yeah. Sell it back to Joe. Yeah, I would buy the building itself. I would buy the building because I'd use it. I don't know what I'd sell right now, but like I would use it in general or sell the vending machines myself. I mean, like look at this. I built like a fully functional like little area to edit the vending machines or to like take out your money basically because you withdraw your money. And I want I could keep a couple of floors. Ah, fair enough, Ja. I do reckon you should sell your stock here, but I know that you have your current vending machine. It's just I do think this was a better thing for people to be to use. What does resell? Ree is kind of a funny one, right? Because Ree has a vending machine, but she had an idea for the stuff that she wanted to sell, but she didn't really fully go through with it. This is Ree's vending machine here. So she sells gunpowder, paper, slime, clay, iron, and amethyst. But she actually has her own custom shop. Ree kind of made the comment that we should have kind of stores that players go into to buy things as opposed to them all being on the strip, which I do agree with, although I do like the strip because you're walking down and you see things and buy them. You don't have to go into buildings, but Ree's store itself it's got 2 fully functional vending machines in. She just kind of has to decide what she wants to sell. She can sell up to 12 different items here, including the 6 there as well. That'd be 18. That's kind of the max most players go with. To most players, I'd say if you're going to start selling stuff, figure out 6 items or a theme and do that. But 3 vending machines is a lot because you have to keep them stocked. That's a bit of a rule that we have. If you want to sell stuff in the server, all for it, but please don't be just greedy and be like, oh, I want to sell this, and this, because the way that we have it is it's like if you get a vending machine and you say, all right, I'm going to sell this thing, and this thing, only you can sell those things from those vending machines. No one else can sell it in the entire city. So if you don't stock it, no one else can buy any of it. And it might be a resource that people really would buy if someone else was selling it. So make sure it's something that you can keep on top of selling and stocking. Axel, for example, her theme, I'm sure you could tell, it was dyes. It was a really smart business idea. She had already sold it well before the vending machines kind of got introduced to the economy, and it was a good idea. I built her store, and then I built the vending machines underneath, and it sells well. Axel earns a good bit of diamonds, you know what I mean? Which is great. And then this is my vending machine. I only have one myself because I didn't want to be greedy, and I wanted to only do things that I could stock, which is I sell frog lights because that's one of the main things I use in this city for the street lights. That's actually what the street lights are all used by. And then I sell the honey related products because that's what I do. I have a honey farm. This right here, this was originally it was hard hats and then it became slushies. This is Rees. This is Unfortunates. He sells, as you can imagine, ocean related stuff from ocean monuments. Again, with players, my big advice is try and find a theme, right? Like an ocean monument, sell all the ocean monument related stuff. Sell, the fish, sell the blocks, sell whatever you can that's ocean monument related there. And that will do really well because you don't need a lot of vending machines, just one that sells a very unique, even niche, but unique thing. But as you can see here, out of stock, these vending machines have all been delisted, destocked. I need to sell these to players and get them in here. And I might get the 3 off Jam and sell them as well and get some new people to put some new stock in and get some new sellers in the city because I do want some new people to be selling stuff. I want some new sellers, some new stuff, in general. But yeah, it's that's how it is. Strip Hanjo. What is the white block in the bottom left? White block bottom left. I saw amethyst. Sorry, side. But yeah, sorry for missing anything right there. But yeah, sorry. What I'll catch on the chat just a second. What I was trying to show you all there with this, sorry, was as you can see, this building here is actually Cat's skyscraper, but I've redesigned it. Cat is going to be selling pumpkin pie. It's just what he wants to sell, pumpkin pie. That's totally fine. That's whatever he wants to do. I want for it. I want to help him get it set up, and that's going to be his store. I've got the schematic for it. It's a redesigned version. I can show you guys right now, actually, and I should get it built at some point soon. But I've just not got around to it in general. I've been meaning to, but I've not got around to it. There we go. There we go, like this. This is how the end version of Cat's building will look. It's quite nice. You know what I mean? A little like loading door at the bottom and stuff, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice little building. But yeah, so if any other players like Dragon or whatnot, anyone else who is like, Joe, I do want to sell some stuff. Like I would love to, have a little store, sell some stuff in the server, and you have an idea that's unique. That's great. Let me know, and we can get your store built. These 2 buildings you can see right here, this one here and this one here, these will be getting rebuilt next, right here and right here, and that will essentially fill in this area of like skyscrapers. So there'll be nice tall buildings going all the way down to here, then there'll be a little general store. This is going to be my store. It is my store in general. This is what I'm selling. It'll be like food related goods because a lot of players complain about having a lack of food, and there's players that are getting food at the minute who, maybe they have farms where they get unlimited pork chops or fish or pumpkin pie, and I'll be buying off them for a price consistently, and I'll sell it and I'll put it in my vending machine and people can buy it there. And it just kind of gives a little economy. It's nice, it's not bad. It's a good idea in my opinion. But these buildings here will be getting redesigned the same way this one was and others will, you know? And I'll continuously be redesigning things. I also, in the middle here, me and Ria have talked about redesigning this whole area of the shopping district. We don't know what we're going to do here yet or what we're going to put here, but we might have it so that, you know, this strip kind of goes around here like this and then goes in and around to behind the stores so you can buy more stuff, which would be quite cool for a lot of people, I think. So, yeah. Say a thing, you call me out for X. But yeah, sorry, let me real quick, Fishman. Joe, aren't the shop's main purpose is that you can sell stuff that is in the vending machines, but it can't be like redstone automated? Be like redstone. Wait, oh, calm down. Wait, sorry. Can't be like redstone automated. Vending machines. But I don't mean by it can't be redstone automated. What do you mean by that? Sorry. Slash, don't you dare say I think. You call me out accidentally obsidian because I didn't realize you did. All right. Well, I think the other spot's better. Will look epic uphill. Oh, sorry. Let me see. Yeah, I don't hate the spot, but I wanted. Oh, sorry. Let me see. Oh, hello, Jack complaining. Shake my head. Then put. Oh, sorry. I'm just seeing it. Right. Oh, I can't. Oh, calm down. Gosh. Sorry. I don't want to come here. Don't be here. John. Yeah. Sorry. I was just trying to catch up there. Sorry. Apologies. I was at the chat there for a minute. Let me catch what everybody's saying right now. I'm going to bring this Saeed crystal meth business. Well, to clarify, like what we were saying, Ree does sell amethyst. Do you know what I mean? Vending machines because it means people go inside. Yeah, I think we might try. I do like the strip though for vending machines, but I do think that this building here might get destroyed, and I might put a little bit more customization to the shops. Like it's opposed to having like 6 vending machines are all in one bland building. I'll have a shop that looks kind of cool. That'll be a Froglight building, you know, like where like not Froglight, but it's where you buy my products. And Slush would have his own store, and so would, you know, Ree. That might maybe Ree will move her products to her actual store, which would make more sense. And you know, Ocean Monument stuff. Everybody who has a vending machine will have their own store primarily. My own store with 2 vending machines inside. That'd be cool. I'd be up for doing that, Slush, 100%. Without shadow of a doubt. If you can find a cool store design as well, that'd be great. Because I could, you know, maybe place it and see if it looks good. Why would she sell that? Let me see. Jam, it's just random items for it looks like. Oh wait, it's not being sold. Both machines are the same. Alrighty. Oh, I suppose this. I'm gonna build a KFC for people can buy. You should. I know that Jay Molly, he wants to do that. He's not got around to it though, but he does. I might do a shop for terraform blocks if someone hasn't got one. Well, yeah, it depends. Yeah, Sambi, I mean, maybe what to do is don't say too out loud your ideas because people might try and nab them. But a lot of people are quite kind of chill. But like, just, you know what I mean? But dude, I'd be totally up for that, man. Yeah, I'd help you out. I'd get it all set up and stuff for you, man. Because it's great. I plan on it. Well, Jam, if you aren't doing... I will say, Jam, you have to be careful because Jam at the minute, his big problem is Jam is... Well, it's not a big problem, but like... It's by Jam's own admission and his own choice, but Jam has a lot of things to stock and he's struggling already, it seems, with like the woods and stuff like that. Like it does seem like Jam, you are biting a lot more off than you can chew, and I do think you ought to limit yourself. Jam, your machine does too many blocks. You can't sell those items. Struggle with this wood. Maybe trade out the wood then, man. Like give up the wood so you're not doing that. It's so great. Yeah. The thing about the vending machines that I like, this is for anybody who doesn't know, is that they only have 6 items. So that if you only have one vending machine, you got 6 items. It leaves a lot of other items for other players to sell, and you can probably most easily sell them, right? When it comes down to it. But if you have more than that, obviously you can do that, but it becomes harder to sell. And I do want to kind of make the limit maybe about 3. But yeah, 25 is a bit crazy. Yeah, Jam. This is Jam's vending machine. He used to have them obviously in general there, but he's moved them, and this is what he sells, which is a bit kind of much. It's more than 25, isn't it? I mean, yeah, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 right now as far as I can see. But yeah, it's 256 items is what Jam could sell at max if he wants to. But again, I am going to have to, like, there has to be a kind of pin in it because the problem is like my rule was that, like, if you're selling items, you have in general you can sell items without shoved out in the city, but they have to be in my vending machines, and that's kind of like the thing, you know what I mean? But Jam went to his own vending machine, that was fine, but I do think that should kind of relinquish the whole, it being like only it can be bought here. Like it shouldn't make it like an exclusive place to purchase, but like that is kind of a bummer in general. I don't want to take that away from Jam. It's not fair on him either, but it's just, this is a lot, and it is very complicated to use his vending machine. Like I know he's very proud of it, he loves it, but like you have to read pages in his book to understand it. There's a lot to kind of fully learn and understand. It's, if it breaks, I can't repair it. you know, I can't do anything obviously in that regard. And it's a lot to stock as well. Because again, you've got to imagine you've got to have stacks of every item that you sell. And the kind of rule of thumb is that if you don't, not that it's really happened thus far, but like if you do have items that, like, say you sell, I don't know, stone, and then you run out of stock for months, I will probably eventually take that off you as your own unique item to sell, because you can't stock it and give it to another player who can, because this allows us to have a flowing economy. It allows us to allow players to gather resources and sell their excess, and that keeps everybody happy. It helps everybody out, you know? So yeah, upper max. I definitely won't be selling 250. No, of course, yeah, that's a lot in general. I mean, by how it looks, he can sell like 150. Yes, so fucking way. It's so unfair. Or maybe I can make Steve Lava Chicken store. You could, yeah, you could sell cooked chicken site. I'd have nothing against that, dude. What's it? Sorry. It would need God himself to stock all that stuff. Bro thinks he's fucking Walmart. It kind of feels that way. It's like got like a Walmart store. Sorry, I can't sell. Wait, sorry, I can't sell that stuff. Meant to sell. Sorry, I can't sell that stuff. Mate, we could all do the exact same thing and try and sell everything we own, but we don't. Yeah. To be fair, like what Ree's saying, like that kind of is the idea behind it. It's just that by kind of patenting all these other products, all these other things that can be sold, it limits it for everybody else. Because say for example, Sambi's right now, he's gonna be, you know, he's joined us ever a couple of times. He's hopefully gonna be getting a little bit more into it and stuff. Or, you know, Saeed, who's been playing and stuff, and others. If they go, oh, I'd love to sell wood, I could easily cut down trees all the time and keep that stocked up and earn some extra diamonds from it, and it'll make my experience a lot more fun. And Jam can't. It kind of, you know, it weighs off. It's like, oh, that's a shame. And same with other products, but same with anyone. You know what I mean? It's just about keeping inventory and keeping stock. You know, and being able to stockpile it. If you can, I have no issues. But otherwise, it becomes a bit of a, oh. That's why I did say to Jam, like, Jam, you've got 20 items, but you have 3 vending machines. Like, you could easily dumb it down to, you know, like you could use the 3 vending machines in that building yours that I built for you, and you could sell your woods on one of them, your other products in the other, and the random miscellaneous stuff in the other. And dude, you would get so much more business because they're easier to use. But on top of that as well, it would keep it simple, and that would be you, man. You only have to stock those, and you know, it means that you don't have to worry about building a lot more redstone, doing a lot more stuff. But I know that Jam does like his redstone, which I do understand. Like, he likes his machine, but it would be a lot more simplistic for him and stuff, and easier to maintain. But let me see. But Ja, it's a custom vending machine, so you don't even pay for installation or design. Yeah, that is a thing with my vending machine. There is a payment. You know, it's like a stack of diamonds minimum to get a vending machine in the city. You have to pay a stack of diamonds to me, and I'll build you the machine. It's my design. You can't rip it off and rebuild it in my city. But on top of that as well, like that it isn't really a stack to get it to like get, you know, made. It's like 40 diamonds, but the machine itself takes a certain amount of diamonds just to be able to function, which is like 18 or 20. So they're locked in there by default. So I take a stack, but by rights it's like 40 diamonds. But that's a payment so that players have to join the world, grind a little bit, earn that money, and then they can do it. Or we do have a thing where there's it's here right now, it's like Fortune Finder, where players can redeem that and get me to build a vending machine for them, or give them a vending machine if there's one available. But I am probably going to up the price from that substantially, because the diamonds needs to be, you know, the big challenge, you know. If players have been here for a long time and they're OGs, they can redeem it and that would work. But yeah, you know saying. Wait, sorry, 1 second. I have something up my sleeve. Oh goodness, just designing it is such a pain. Designing is such a pain because it's such an odd shape. It had designed for stuff to go inside, then I will build it. Yeah, empty, yet it's the biggest building in the city. The more annoying. Wait, that's why it's custom. I don't have to pay. Let me see. If you have something you own, why would you not sell it? Come to greedy. Yeah, it's also because, like, even like, say right now I have 5 extra stacks of torches that I own. That's great, but I wouldn't sell them because that's just right now. I'm not going to go and continuously keep up with that. You know what I mean? Like, not that I couldn't, but like, it's kind of like, I don't just sell anything I have excess of. I sell something I'm like, oh, I can farm that, or I actually really like the idea of selling that. You know, like that's a cool thing. Treat, what's up, babe? Ree, could you help me real quick? Oh. Let me see. Also, why is it being a vending machine such a problem? Why is being a vending machine? Wait, my market stall in Old City had like 30 blocks being sold, and y'all had no issues. Because vending machines are restricted to one per person that sells items. Yeah, because I had it designed. Comes to my and had designed interior. I will then build it. Yeah. And why is it greedy? Look at it like this. I'm more than happy to let people compete with me. Yeah, not how the rest of us are doing it though. Well, Jam, let me put it to you like this, Jam. I wouldn't mind. This would be a fair alternative if you'd be okay with this, but it's your call. with you having such a large vending machine, it isn't my design. So with it not being my design, it wouldn't have to, you could say, follow my rules of it being restrictive to the one per item kind of rule base, which is essentially where like if one item's already been sold, you can't sell it. So if that's the case, if we done that for you, we could do it for others. So any items that you sell, others could sell as well. And it could just be competing marketplaces. But you know what I mean? Like that would be a fair thing, I'd say. I don't know how others would feel about that though, but that would be a fair thing. We allow that to be like a jam, because he has 200 slots to sell things. Obviously, it is a substantially sized vending machine market. Oh god, market or area. But it would be like he doesn't have rights to the items in general. The rights would still be held to the vending machines in my city that are built by me. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, I feel like that'd be a fair alternative personally, but I don't know. But yeah, because you can have your own rules, like a kid that can't share. Shake my head. Then don't complain about the current ones. So I'm not allowed to share because that's making my own rules, but I'm allowed to not share either. Wait, so I'm not allowed to share because that's making my own rules, but I'm not allowed to not share either. If you even just take a look at my one farm, my bartering gold farm, it has like 16 items. Well, I don't doubt it. I mean, if that's the case, it's great. If you can get all those items actively, right, and you can, restock, totally fine. I know that you've done string and stuff, which is great. I think that's a great seller. Like, that is a great idea, man. You are like that's a 10 out of 10 idea for sure. But yeah, I don't disagree with that. If it's a farm, totally agree. Is Bedrock working to join? I don't think it is right now, I don't believe, but I'm not 100%. Let me see. Oh, okay, Tanner. I'll just try Tanner. Yeah, you can try. I don't think it is yet, Tanner. Sorry, bro. I'll let you know ASAP, man. Hopefully, it should be working soon. We're gonna have to get Emmy, maybe try and update and stuff soon, but waiting to see. It's such a bummer because it's just like a single digit like change, When I build Steve Lava Chicken store, I'm going to need the music disc also to work with it. No, fair enough, bro. Fair enough, man. I do think it would be cool if somebody sold music discs. I do think that'd be kind of cool. It'd be hard for someone to really farm them though, but like it would be really cool if someone like a little record store where like you could go in and you could go and purchase them, because I can make a vending machine that sells a music disc for 9 diamonds. I know it's a lot of money, but like I'd buy that. If it would be hard though, because obviously some music discs aren't able to just be like farmed. Like some of them, you can just get from like, oh, you kill a skeleton or a creeper with a skeleton. But like some of them like Pig Step and is it Overworld and stuff, whatever it is, those are like all rare. So it's like, oh, you couldn't really do that. You know what I mean? You'd have to kind of be like, oh yeah, it has to be done like this. Dark Oak Slush. So you're just going to take Dark Oak Slush. What's going on, guys? Let me see. I'm going to say is I don't want dyes to be sold by anyone else. Axel, no, Axel. In the city, that is like, again, the painting is a painting. You own that painting. That is your business. That's your thing, Axel. The wool thing, you do need to get on top of. You do need to start selling the wool. I think the wool business, you going into that was a really, really, really good idea. I'm not going to lie. I really do, honestly, Axel. And I'm all favor. I'm all in favor and I'm all in support of that without shadow of a doubt. So yeah, I totally do think that's a good idea, because if you sell white wool, you sell the dyes, people want to dye the wool, they need to, get different colors of wool, they need to buy the dyes. You had a smart idea that complements it, you know what I mean? That's a good idea. Question B, so controversial. It's Sam, it is kind of always, the economy of the server is still developing, still getting built, and it's still working. We need a lot more vending machines and a lot more sellers that are selling unique different items. But there also needs to be balance. And with Jam, there's been a bit of an imbalance for a while, because Jam is he's a big player on the server. Like he is. Like he has done the majority of the terraforming in the server. He's done a lot of random things. Like he's done very, 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 very well in that regard. You know what I mean? Without shadow of a doubt, he really, 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 truly has. And like fair play to him. You know what I mean in that regard. But yeah, with his like massive mega vending machine, it has been kind of a bit of like a weird kind of thing for a while, because it is kind of a, like he has so many items that he can essentially just lock down, and he doesn't have to even delay himself. You know what I mean? Like, so essentially, unlike others where like they still have to pay like a stack of diamonds every time to buy a vending machine, so that might slow them down from, progressing and buying multiple, and all of a sudden having a massive, monopoly over a lot of different items that they might not be able to upkeep. Jam can just like add it in, because he has like a really easily able to be expanding vending machine for him. You know what I mean? When he has zero reason to, I do 5 woods already. Wait. I didn't. Oh wait. Because I don't have dark oak stocked, he's adding it to his vending machine. Reason to, I have 5 other woods already. When he has zero reason, I do 5 other woods already. But do you sell dark oak, Jam? I've been slowly getting wool for Slushy's order. Oh, nice. Awesome, Axel. That is really, really boss. I've been having to get a lot of dye for light gray and wool for his order too. Oh gosh, really, Axel? I think what I would do if I joined the server, though, to be honest. Tanner, I mean, there's a lot you can do, bro. I mean, obviously, it depends on what you want to do. You could, you know, join us and stay in the legacy map. You know, that's like the, you know, the initial square. Have a place in the you know, Woodbury, like a nice kind of wooden place, your own little space. You could, you know, venture out and find your own private bit of land where you know, all, like doing your own stuff. You could get a store in the city and start selling items that you really want to sell. Like, I don't know if you have anything that you particularly like to sell in Minecraft or like to farm, but like you could sell them. That's what we're talking about at the minute, like businesses, because people can essentially, it's kind of cool, Tanner, but I don't know if you've seen it, but like you can go to vending machines in the city. Have you seen them work before, Tanner? Have I showed you the vending machines yet? They're really awesome. Your old area where you had the mob farm. See, was kind of, was it? Oh darn, I think I can explore farm mine. What I would do, oh let me see, yeah, maybe wander off and make a new area fresh. Yeah, exactly, something like that, something nice. Tanner, I'll help you get some, like, you know, like nice stuff to kind of get started. I know you played before, but like, you know, like get you some, like, you know, a shulker box, some random bits pieces in that. I think I saw them once. Oh, they're nice. I'll show you, man. They're really, really, really cool. Confusion. What's up, Bree? Go here like this. Probably a snow biome for me if there's any. Oh, yeah, yeah. Tanner, if you like snow, right here, like this is like close to, you know, it spawns here. So like right here, look at this. Or big old day. If you want to live in the mountains like a madman, you know what I mean? Powder snow everywhere. Wait, I'm out of mud bricks. I'm out of mud bricks. You may be, bro. You may be. Go here like this. Any chance you would buy the mats I've already collected for you? Probably it's not, but oh, sorry, I've read it already. You also have 10k blocks with each way to explore. Let me know. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you can go really, really, really far out, which is lovely. Go here like this. There we go. All right, goodness. How have we only got 50 minutes on the timer, guys? How have we only got 15 minutes on the timer? That is shameful. I'll probably choose the what's it that? Because I've been loving the snow biome Minecraft recently. Honestly, I've not lived or played the snow biome for a long time. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it does sound pretty cool. So clearly that doesn't matter. Clearly it doesn't matter. Wait, what's going on? What's been happening? It's in the book. Yeah, wait, oh sorry, wait. Wait, what was it? Sorry? Oh, I saw it once. Yeah, but it's not placed in the frame. It's not placed in the frame. Freaking dark oak. It's by frame. It's not in the frame at all. Indication of it being sold. I am a bit of a, your book means nothing. Look, yeah, to be fair, if it's in the book and not in the frame, that's kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, if you know, if it's already been a prior sale, that's one thing. But, like, if it's not in the frame, it's like, don't know if it's been sold. I do understand what you're saying, though, Jam. I'm like, I do understand. Also, I'm going to find a tutorial to build Lava Steve's store. I think Wasabi did one. Side, a bit of a note. We need a spreadsheet of who sells what. Sam, I would love if someone could make something like that. I'm not going to lie, dude. I would actually, I've thought about like a Notion or something or some sort of thing. Because I love Notion. Reed's got me into it. Like, you know, Matt Cynic, he was like, I'm not a big fan of Notion. I'm like, fair enough, bro. Like, you can have your taste. But like, I actually, like, dead serious, I think Notion's sick. I can do it. That'd be sick, babe. Yeah. It'd be really awesome to have like a Notion of like, you know, like we could all be like, all right, okay, I might make one because this is, yeah, we need something where we can like kind of tell who sells what, bro. No, I didn't say bro to you, did I? Did I say bro to you? Apologies, babe. Maybe we'll do it off stream or something like that or whatever. You did. Apologies. But yeah, if you can make a spreadsheet, Sam, that'd be awesome as well, bro. I would not be against it. Sorry, my apologies. But yeah, Dragon, are you still here? If he is, that'd be awesome. I might off camera because I'm going to end the stream. Don't bro V. Apologies. I might off camera work on the server and do some stuff and kind of plan out some other like businesses and stuff for other players. Because at the minute, I know this might sound a bit weird, but like I genuinely am trying to like allow certain players that are like mainly like OGs, people that have been in the community a long time, to have a vending machine. It's not only is it like, oh, it's just kind of cool. No, it's really nice. It's nice that like you could play on the server actively for a month or two while you're in the, you know, you're really into Minecraft, you're loving it, you've got a bunch of stuff stockpiled in the vending machine, you're enjoying it, playing, having fun, building, whatever. And then eventually you might get bored of Minecraft, take a little break for a little while, or start a new world, or do whatever you're doing. But what's nice is you could come back on and be like, oh, I haven't checked my vending machine in ages. I wonder if anyone's been buying stuff, and go there and find like a couple of stacks of diamonds. Honestly, Sam, it's going crazy, bro. I can't lie. It's going crazy. But like, that's what I love. Like, I'll check my vending machine, see if anything's been bought from mine. I don't know. But it's nice, you know? Yo, what's up? How you doing, Arthur? Thanks for a follow, buddy. Welcome. It's a bit crazy. But yeah, check this out, check. If you just go down here like this, it does need to be a little bit changed. But yeah, 4 diamonds. It's not millions, but it's nice. Will Vibrant Visuals show for me on the server? I don't think so. I mean, I've never actually. That's a good question. I've never tried, so it might, but I don't think so. If it does, let me know and please send me photos. That'd be sick. But yeah, I just followed Don't Bro Re. Also, Re, can I get those mud bricks? But yeah, these everything here is like a proper mess. I do need to sit with Re, and we need to redesign stuff. You know what I mean? We really do. We need to, like, not redesign, but like we need to update the shopping district. Cause I do want the shopping district to feel more customized and more like fancy and nice. So yeah, we got a lot of work to be done, but it'll be nice. But yeah, in general, let's get in there, peeps. Go make some tea, Reed. Go make some tea. But yeah, it's getting there, peeps. Again, I in here in the center here, I do want to have some little shops. Ree was the one who kind of said that. She was like, I like Ree wanted to help design, and I do think it's a good idea. Instead of all the buildings being kind of like blocky, you know, they'd have a bit more soul and customization. Where like, oh, you sell what type of thing? Oh, you sell frog lights. Well, you got a nice, cool, wacky little building that's like maybe like it's all kind of like the same, like in terms of size, the same size and width and stuff like that. If that makes sense. But in the interior, it's got a nice different interior and an exterior as well, and it sells something unique. There's an argument because he looked to start one, but you weren't selling it. Jam, you made a giant machine to take every good trade. You did it specifically to piss me off. Oh gosh, fellas, like, can we breathe for a minute, guys? Can we breathe, fellas? Let's breathe for a minute. Let's talk about this for a minute. Let's just breathe. Let's breathe for a minute. Let's breathe for a minute. But you have a vending machine that sells 256 items. I feel Minecraft was never this deep. Sammy, when it comes to money, it is though. You know what I mean, bro? When it comes to like a little economy, it kind of is. You know, there's another thing I want to build on the server, and I do think it'll be a lot of fun. A little casino. Maybe not little, but like a casino. I don't know if you remember, Sam, and same with Tanner. You guys have been here for a while. I tried to build a casino building in a few of our older worlds, but it never worked. It never finished the project. It was so big. But I'd love to build it in the city or something. I don't know where we'd fit it in, because it's a huge build. But I'd love to build it and like have proper redstone, like little, you know, like kind of like gambling machines. You know, you fling a diamond in onto my bit. Oh, Sam, yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember something the other night. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, shit. But yeah. Like, I would love to rebuild that and like have it where like there's little like, you know, like little proper like redstone machines, like little like, you know, redstone. You put something in it, you can like, you have like a 1 in 9 chance of winning like a shulker box full of diamonds or other good items and stuff. Or you might just get a dirt block. It's like, oh, tough luck, you just lost your diamond. I think that'd be really cool. Like, I'd love to look into how to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in no position to no, I fucking want. Wait, oh, guys, I'm so fucking leaving. Wait. So I'm fucking leaving. Oh, Jam, no, man. So dramatic. Fellas, let's just breathe, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Fellas. Listen. It's just an item. It's dark oak wood. It's not a huge thing. I know it's still something though, but like, yeah, we can talk about this. Let's chill out. I do know that Jam has been selling the woods. That's always been Jam's kind of business. That's where he started. You know what I mean? Like, get Sam. Not helping this, Sam. Fucking bro, just starting drama, Sam. You say just starting drama. But like, sorry, I'm shouting. I should be shouting. Goddamn. But like, in Minecraft, it's wood in Minecraft, literally. But like, no. Listen. Memes aside, shit aside. Listen, we'll sort this out. It's no big deal, Jam. No. Listen, it'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? We'll get this thing sorted out. All right. This is getting blown up a little bit. That was a wild reaction to someone selling something he wasn't. And to be fair, if the kind of rule of thumb has been, if it's not in the item frame and it, you know, it's not known to be sold, it can be taken. You know what I mean? 200 plus more. I'm not giving him dark oak back. Oh, fellas, we need to breathe, man. As I said, it is Jam's vending machine has always been a bit of a weird conflict. There has been like on a genuine level, there has been like a back and forth with it, because Jam done it because like he didn't have to pay for vending machines and stuff, which was smart, but it is kind of a bit of a bitch, because obviously it just means he can continuously keep, you know, up in it kind of thing, and that is a bit of a weird one. A part of me is potentially interested in being like, oh, well, what could we make some sort of thing where everybody's happy, where like, what if Jam can sell whatever he wants in that vending machine? Like, truly, he could sell rockets, could sell whatever, but and you know, anything in the server he could sell in the vending machine, in the hex gun, because he has them in a space to sell whatever he wants, essentially. Like, he could sell everything. And he could do different prices or different things. I know Jam with his own redstone, he is a lot better at it than I am with his vending machine. Like, it's got a lot more customization as far as I'm aware. I don't know too much, but I believe it does. But what if with that, Jam could sell essentially everything, even stuff that's already been sold in the city, you know, so there could be doubles, but only Jam's building to be the only building in the entire server that can do this. But the downside would be that Jam also at the same time doesn't own any of the rights to the stuff in that place. So like Jam can sell everything in there that he's currently selling and more. However, others can sell that stuff as well. You know what I mean? Like he could start selling rockets, but others could start selling wood, vice versa. You know what I mean? And prices could, you know, he would just price everything cheaper though, Joe. He would, and that could be the case. But I think that if that's the case, it would create a bit more of like a, you can choose to shop at Jams or you can choose to shop at the shopping district or whatever else. It'd be the only other place in the server right now, obviously, of course, or in the actual legacy map that you could do this. Because this place is like a mega store the size. Then what's the point of competing with a giant store? But it's more, but Joe, it's the same with GT. No. Because GT, the thing is, GT won't be able to do this. Jam would be the only one who could do this because of what he's already done thus far. He can price gouge, but it is a matter of, you know, if his vending machine is still too complicated to use and out of the way, people won't be able to use it and he won't get as much business, while others will use the more easily accessible and easily used vending machines. Yeah, that's kind of a thing, you know. If I price gouge, nobody buys from me. That's the thing as well, you know. No, of course. Then I feel like, what's the point of having a vending machine? Well, there is a point in having an event because you're still selling stuff. And others will want to do the same. But they won't be allowed to, that's the thing. That's what Jam's saying. If he price gouges, then, you know, nobody will buy from him because if he sells it too low and stuff like that. And people buy if he sells low, of course, but yeah. It's just because this is becoming a bit of a hot-headed debacle in the minute. And I don't want this to cause any sort of really big arguments, although I don't want to break rules and change rules. But it is kind of a thing where, like, we did already establish early on that my vending machines were the vending machines of choice. That was the thing. For Minecraft, can we just move on? Can we just move on? Don't know if you'll be able to read that, Joe. If I price gouge, nobody buys from me? I don't know, that's all you said. I'll probably just skip the vending machine law. It's up to you, Tanner. It's up to you, bro. It's got nothing to do with the fucking wood. It's a slush just does so much shit purposely, intentionally, knowingly piss me off. Kept my silk touch shovel for a fucking year, blocking me from doing the market I've been in since the start. It just pissed me off. Thank you. I can see that one there. Let me see. Wait. I mean, I just feel like, why would you have a vending machine that has so much capacity if not to use it to sell 256 amps? I don't know what to say. You could have just used another shovel. That's very true. Yeah, the shovel thing, I think is like that. That's, you know, shovel things are like, listen, that's you know, whatever. That's in the past. That's what that is. But yeah. I mean, listen, I get what you're saying, Jam. Obviously, of course, like doing it can annoy you. Obviously, you know, like I've known that you sold the wood for a long time. Like I've known that you've always been kind of like the seller of wood in general. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like I know that's kind of your business. That's been your thing, and I've enjoyed it being your thing. You've always been a reliable seller of those items of wood or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I'm taking what's it called? Is it dark oak? Sorry, dark oak. Then that's it. But yeah, you didn't put it on an item frame. It wasn't an item frame. It wasn't there. You do know I also work, Ja. It's not like I do nothing but play in the server. If I asked you and you lied to me. Wait, take a look. Who has been? Who has had the opportunity to be in the server 21st in like 40 days rather than like 2 years? Wait. Also, you don't even know I had it till I said something. You could have just used another. Retake a look. No, yeah, of course, yeah. Didn't put the item frame. I had correctly guessed you had it since it would make no sense for anyone else to have had it. I even double checked the logs on it because I assumed it would have been there and wanted to check with the by accident. Was this the item frame thing? So it wasn't even an item frame prior, babe? Is that what you're saying? If that's the case, then yeah, I can't really argue with that. Like, to be fair, like if it's not an item frame, it's as if it's not being sold. You waffling about? Let me see. You can get on whenever you're not on work at your leisure. That's true. You can at the minute. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you have time. Yeah, it wasn't in the frame. It was in the book. It was. Yeah, and if it's in the book, that's one thing. But if it's not in the frame, that's another. That's kind of been like the given. You're adding so many things to an argument about Dark Oak. Yeah. Jam, your ability to play is irrelevant to this argument. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah. 100%. It's got nothing to do with Dark Oak, like I said, or I said. No, I get, like you said, it was more just about trying to mess you off. Damn, I go take a shower and you're like 3 minutes. I know, Dragon, bro. It's shameful, bro. Dragon, I was going to ask, bro, about your store thing, man. Are you interested in selling Bamboo related products? I would love to lock that down for you right now and get that set up. You'd owe me a stack of diamonds, because obviously it costs a stack of diamonds for a vending machine. But if you'd be up for it, bro, I'd be up for like locking that down, helping you get it done, and build you a store and everything. Right near your plot. But yeah. Oakwood's the best. Oakwood, I like Oakwood the most. Oakwood and Spruce. Spruce is great, honestly. I love Spruce, but yeah, Oak is like... Tanner, Oak is the baby, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We go like this. Let me see here. Shower boy. Let me see. Wait, what's up, Charlotte? Side. It wasn't exactly a shower, LMAO. It was a shower afterwards. There was a shower afterwards. Wait, damn, I'm going to take a shower. Oh, I see. Okay. A shower is, oh gosh, okay. I didn't even really acknowledge the, like thing. But yeah. That was a plan, but it would take me a bit of a stack of diamonds if you would take. I will take a down payment, bro. I'll take a down payment, bro. I've done this for a few people. I've done it for Unfortunate, because Unfortunate, like yourself, kind of like, he just didn't have the diamonds. I was like, dude, I know that you want to sell ocean-related goods, so, like ocean monument stuff. Like, let me get that locked down for you. I mean, just so he's got, like, I said this already, Dragnet. I said it to you and stuff, or I said it in the stream, I think your way, actually, when I was saying it there. I really, really, really want people, especially the OGs that have been around for a long time, right? I really, really, really want them. I can see each other one side. I really, really, really want them to have a business. Yourself, even Sam B, of course, others in the community, Tanner, etc., Saeed, people that are like, oh, well, Joe, even if you don't want to and you just play passively or casually, don't worry about it. Totally fine. But if you're someone who's like, I wouldn't mind. I'd like earn some extra diamonds. Hell yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like, dude, yeah, man, that'd be awesome. You know what I'm saying? That would be really, really, really cool. I'd be so up for helping you, Dragon, there, 100%, man. If we had a little bit more time, I'd get to work on designing your store right away, but obviously we'll run out a little bit, so I'll probably do a little bit off camera maybe and stuff, or I'll just do it tomorrow on stream. Joe, it's all good now. Me and Ja are on good terms. Really? Wait, okay. I'm glad we're on good terms now. All right. If you want to fucking have Dark Oak, I can't really do shit to stop you. Just stop eternally trying to piss me off, Slav. Okay, thank you. Thanks, man. All right, let's... Okay, appreciate that, Jam. Let's keep things civil. Let's try and kind of lock things down there. Listen. No, good no, we're not on good terms. You can't... Oh, gosh. Shit is getting heated. You know what I'm saying? Guys. I know, like, guys, we'll figure this thing out, right? You know what I'm saying? We will. Oh, rude. Oh, gosh. Stack of cooked chicken is 1 diamond per stack. That's a good, yeah, Side, I'd buy it off you if you'd be willing. Like, Side, if you start up a store like that, you could start up a store or business where you, or even just start a little farm where you're doing that now and sell me the cooked chicken and I'll sell it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll buy it off you in bulk and then I'll sell it myself at my own little store. I want a little food store, you know what I mean? Shab, can you calm down? Yeah, let's calm down. Let's take a breather, like, for real. Maybe, like, genuinely try and take a little breather. Right, 30 seconds on the timer, peeps. If it doesn't get extended, guys, that'll be us done for tonight. Just let you know. Let me see here. Roots. Wait, does the end get resetted so I can get Elytra? It doesn't get reset, but there is Elytras that other players sell for like 9 diamonds at the minute. But there's not many, so definitely when you can jump in soon, definitely I'll get you one of those ASAP. But the Elytra doesn't get reset. However, like you have to travel far out, but you can always get my help and stuff or get others' help. Because it is a bit of a journey. We can't really reset the end like on the Bedrock worlds and stuff, or the Nether. And it kind of is a bit of a bummer, but it's also kind of cool because it makes the world continuously age. You know what I mean, Tanner? So like if you have an Elytra or multiple, you could sell an extra Elytra of yours for like 40 diamonds. Easy, like people will buy it because they're not that easy to get anymore. It makes them kind of a cool commodity, like a rare thing. You know what I mean? Does the end? Oh, sorry, yeah, ends in 30 seconds. So let me see. Oh, can we be friends? Can we? Why can't we be friends? Can we be friends? Let me see. All right. There are 7 different panda variants. Well, the thing is, I would recommend you sell bamboo and bamboo related products, and pandas would be something because you can't really sell pandas in a vending machine because they're a mob. You know what I mean? Like unless it was like a spawn egg, of course. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'd recommend you sell pandas individually. Players go, I want to buy a panda. That's it. What about tridents? What are people selling them? Is that what you're saying? Nobody's selling tridents at the minute, actually. Tool-wise, not a lot of people really sell tools. They should, but they haven't really got around to that yet. But yeah, the end of our time right now. But yeah, it's something that's kind of like not really made its way into the economy thus far. A whole tool department or thing like that. The 1 item vending machine's done. They are done. The design's there. I can build them for people that request them. It's the same amount to build one of those as it is to build the multi things. But yeah, they are designed. They're in the bank actually if you want to see how they work and you want to see them in function. So yeah. Technically, you at the end. A lot of backdoor work. Yeah, we could technically do it, but we also don't want to delete a lot of people's history, like farms or even exploration. Yeah, I may buy one. That'd be awesome. Yeah, well, if you're up for it, Slush, yeah, we definitely would have to set up. That'd be good, man. So if I wanted, would I be able to open a store in the city, or is it just vending machine? A store. I know that you're a good designer, Sam. So if you were to like make up a little design, if you could on Java or whatever, you could send me the schematic. I can see how it looks, or even photos and stuff. Yep, tell me how much space you need. I'll get your plot plan out 100%. Just make sure I could tell you the width of the vending machines because it depends. Like if you can get vending machines that are a little bit like less long by a couple blocks, 2 or 3, that's these, and they're like 4 blocks, like they only sell 4 items, like, and you can do it so can sell 4 multiple items like this one. What I mean by that is that you can make it so you can take 1 diamond and get 32 fish, or you can make it so it takes 1 diamond to get 1 fish. You know, you can, that can be done, but I have to know that before I design it. And then you have like the big ones that are 6, but they're a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? They're thin. You only need 4 blocks of space for them. 4 blocks of space is all it's required. Like this little store here, that's why I built this. It's kind of cute. This is like the little, like just a little, you remember like Moose Box, a little general store? It's kind of like one of those. I was going to put vending machines in the general store in the Moose Box, but it never would work. So I'll have to use something else for that. But as you can see, it's very compact, but it fits. It's snug as a bug. But I done the most I could with the room that I had. And this is how it looks right here. So yeah, it's really cool. So you can just let me know what you would prefer vending machine wise, and yeah, free shop with tools, and that's true. Yeah, so yeah, remember Moosebox from yeah Moosebox is still there. We have rebuilt it, Tanner. It's just it's hard because with vending machines they need a 4 wide area and a decent bit of length. You know what I mean, to be able to get built. I might again make like if there's a spreadsheet or Google Docs I've made with it, I can put this information on there so players that are trying to design their own little stores or businesses can go, all right, let me take that into account beforehand, you know, so I can do this. Because that doesn't, that's how Ree's original store here, she had to extend it. The original design was just this. It was lovely, beautiful, but she had to extend it with this extra chunk because, you know, the redstone, it does take up a little bit of room, obviously, and that's so it could go to run about here where the vending machines are. They're quite long, which can be inconvenient. Same with like Axel's as well. Axel's store kind of goes a little bit wider at the back, but that's just so the vending machines can all fit in. Because again, there's a few in this building here, same idea. But Moosebox is rebuilt here. I kind of like this. I was going to build something here shop wise. I could still, but I'm also like, I think Reed mentioned it'd be kind of nice, like a little, kind of like a, you know, a little gardenish kind of area, if you know what I mean. You know, I could do a Japanese style wall from it. You could, yeah. If you really wanted to, like for some bamboo stuff, yeah, we could look into that. It's hard because obviously you need to have either a bamboo farm for selling the bamboo products, either at your base or in the actual building. So if it's a skyscraper like building that I was considering, you need a lot more room. But if you want to do like your own like little Japanese style build, we could, but it needs to have enough room for vending machines. But yeah, Moosebox is rebuilt. It's just that I can't fit vending machines in here. If I was to put one here, it could go all the way across. But then the bummer is you could only, you know, you could use it from here. I think nobody would disagree or complain, but you know, it just wouldn't really be the same. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, a bit of a bummer. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as walking in and buying stuff. Sappy bamboo farm that automatically fills the vending machine. Fills the vending. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What I was thinking, Dragon, was, and time's up right now, so I have to end in a second. I'm rambling at this point, but like, kind of like what I'm doing for Cat at the minute. With these buildings here, like say, you know, you're to go like of these two, which one do you like the most, right? I'd probably say this one because you want enough room to be to farm enough bamboo. You could have this building here, and this is how it would look. This would be the color. This is how it would look, right? I'd build it for you. I'd redesign it, obviously, and modernize it. But then we'd replace it with, you know, maybe a bit like try and make it look a little bit more Oriental or kind of like Asian inspired a little bit more. Have something like some sort of like, I don't know, maybe like a bamboo pixel art, like because this is kind of a wide area here. You know, it's 5 wide. Have like a 5 3 wide. We could do like some like a piece of bamboo, like kind of coming down there, so it kind of like, you know, screams that out, lets people know, whatever. And then down here, have a vending machine. And here, you know what I mean? And here even, probably just there and there. Something like that, you know? And let's do something cool. Just make sure it has an on switch for do not need stock, Dragon. Otherwise, it will like... Oh, no, yeah. But yeah, Dragon, I would heavily recommend this one. This was actually already built on the server, then it got destroyed. It was kind of where Jazz is actually right now. But if you were interested, I could design this for you. Comparator from the storage system as an off switch. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, just have some sort of off switch for farms because we do kind of try and say that a lot. Look up an Oriental design and send it to you. See if you can, man. I'll see what I can do because, again, if it's gonna be on the main strip here, it has to be a certain build of my style. If you wanted to do a custom style and have your own custom thing, it could go in here and stuff because this area will be a little bit more like, you know, unique and kind of customized. This area, it'll be a lot more low down and kind of nice. But along that side and along the front, they're a lot higher, the builds. You'll notice that. And then down here, they go a little bit lower to like here and stuff like that. This store, it's a shame. I really want to do something with this, but it's again, one of those funky shapes where I can't put a vending machine in it. So it's just an empty building that looks nice. But until I get an idea from someone or someone who's like, I'll purchase it, I've got a good idea for it, then there's not really got much I can do with it right now. Although it looks lovely. This is the SS. Well, it's not the SS. It's called the Pepperoni Tony, based off of Cheesy's boat. Sound like a cool like little like Italian restaurant. So we're like, oh, you know, the Pepperoni Tony. It looks just kind of nice, like a little farm area, you know, at front. You can set up an auto cut off, so it gets a certain amount of stops. Yeah, the farm. Yeah, I can maybe take theme requests for the shop block, but yeah, that'd be nice, babe. I just don't want to put it all on you, babe, because I do know that like you've already got your own projects going on the server, and I don't want you to have to sit there and work, you know, to like try and design stuff. But it would be sick. I know, Dragon. I'm saying, was it make sure you have one? Yeah, yeah. Let me see, Oriental. Yeah, yeah, just fully seeing. But yeah, so peeps, that's us all for the night, enemy guys. That's us. I'm gonna dip out there right now from the server, obviously. I hope you guys have had a good night and enjoyed the stream. We got some stuff done today. Got the wall built up a little bit more. There's still a lot more work to be done with the wall, as you guys can see, but oh, it didn't mean to be there. But we are getting there, obviously. We've got a nice little design here coming all the way down around here. I think I'm going to move this a little bit across here for OCD kind of things. And maybe this a little bit up, of course, to just kind of try and make sure it looks good and stuff, but work with it the best I can. But yeah, everybody, guys, I really hope that you've went to enjoy tonight's stream. If you all have and you haven't already, please be sure to drop a follow. And obviously, of course, you know, be sure to tune in for the next stream, which should be tomorrow. But yeah, guys, I'll probably move into that big snowy biome when I join. Tanner, that'd be a good idea, bro. It's beautiful, man. A huge, big, deep snow biome. You are a little bit out of the way, but like I know that you like your space, so people don't annoy you and don't bug you. So you could be out here, dude, and you'd be totally like able to chill. Let me know if you need help moving. Yeah, Tanner, if you need any help, myself, let us know. Or there's again snow biomes down here and stuff. But again, totally your idea. Island down here. Random little, you know, the random different little places, but there's houses. Some players already live here and out the way. There's some players that do live out the way on the map, you know. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, everybody, guys, thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, if you guys did, please be sure to go ahead and go and drop a follow. As a note, if any of you do have any interest in, like, I want to build a shop, I'd love to do this, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, let me know, right? Send me some stuff on, you know, Discord if you have me, or send it on the media chat on Discord if you don't. And let me know. Let me know what you like to do for your store. We can hook you up. We can talk about it, and maybe plan out some cool stores. Because again, we've got plenty of room. We want to get some more people in that are going to sell some cool stuff. Way to do a shop system with a lot of chesting. Yeah, totally, Sambi. Sambi, I just turned the barrel where like they put the payment into. It's a public barrel. And that just means all the items flow in there. It's totally fine. Everything all fully works. And you can have locked chests so that like nobody can touch your stock and all that kind of stuff as well. You know what I mean? Nobody can steal from the machine. It's all. I just saw a comment. Sorry for that. But yeah, it's all fully like safe as can be. You know what I mean in that regard. So yeah, it's really good, man. It's a really, really, really good design. Especially with our lock chest, because the lock chest stuff is great. I mean, it prevents people from griefing or stealing anything, and you know, it's a huge lifesaver in that regard, definitely. So yeah. But all right, guys, listen, enemy peeps. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a good stream. Been live for about what 2 hours 20 minutes. We've not really been having too many extensions for the streams in terms of time, but I guess we'll hopefully have maybe throughout the weekend a little bit more of like lengthier, longer streams. I'm not against. That means I can end a little bit earlier, chat to read, chill out, play some games, or just get an early night if I need to and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, everybody, guys, thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Again, hope you all went to enjoy tonight's stream. And guys, I'll see you later on. Shorter streams. Again, I was just about to, yeah, there'd be a lot of shorter streams lately. But you know, it is what it is. It's just one of those things. But yeah, guys, see you later. Good night. Sleep well, and see you guys next stream. Bye bye.